What's going on, everybody? Smash that like button. If you guys haven't smashed that like button, you guys, let's get these likes up. Hey, see what we got here. Smash that like button, you guys. Let's get these likes up, man. But Chad, man, Shakur Stevenson dominating performance, you guys. Like I said, yeah, man, it was an awesome performance, man. Capadonna 24, what's good, bro? How you doing, Capadonna? How's everything going, bro? Capadonna 24, man. How you doing? But yeah, man, Shakur Stevenson dominating performance. Like I've been telling you guys, it's wild, man, the way it went down, man. Both guys are definitely at the top of their, game. But you guys gotta understand there's levels to this. There's actually levels to this. And I feel like right now, I'm gonna just be honest with you guys, man. I just don't think he's ready, man. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think that I don't think that Jamel Herring was ready. Jamel Herring, said he was ready. He said all of the right things, but I just really don't think he was ready, man. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. You know, straight up, man. You know, and I mean, moving forward, Capadonna, if you watch the fight, you would see that he didn't do as well as I thought he was gonna do. I thought it was gonna be a lot more competitive. I thought that I really thought that Jamel Herring could have implemented his game plan a little bit more. I mean, I feel like he was definitely having spots in the fight, but no definitive spots where he was just like tagging his shit out of Shakur Stevenson. Shakur Stevenson pretty much did what he wanted to do and did everything, like I said, that he wanted to do. And it was easy work for him. It was easy work for him. It was one of those things where, a lot of people said a lot of things leading up into the fight, like, can Shakur Stevenson win? Can he continue to do good things and stuff like that? And my personal opinion is I really think that Shakur Stevenson is a good fighter, and I think he can do good things. But it's one of those things, like, I really truly don't think that Herring was even on the level to fight a guy like Shakur Stevenson. Shakur Stevenson was way too quick, way too fast, and way more too intelligent. He was moving around the ring, and he had that distance very, very well. He held his distance very well, you guys. And that's one thing that Jamel Herring definitely needs to work on if he could try to get better. He said, I thought Herring would make it a better fight. Yeah, me too. Me too. I thought he would too, man. But, it was what it was, man, and Herring didn't. The thing about it is Herring did not make it better like he was supposed to. He was the champion. He had 4. This was going to be his 5th title defense. And I mean, I'm going to be honest, man. He just took it away from him, straight up. He just took it away from him, straight up. I mean, you would have thought that Shakur Stevenson was the champion that had all of these defenses and everything, the way he dominated this fight. I mean, complete domination, man. I can't say it anymore. It was a dominating performance, man. And, moving forward, I would love to see these guys go on and do better things on each other's career. But, right now, man, it's just looking like, Jamel Herring is going to go back to the drawing board. They were talking about he might retire leading up into the fight. I didn't know a whole lot about that. But that's another thing, you guys. If a guy's talking about retiring before the fight, man, that's a bad sign. That's a bad sign, Get the link. My brother, let's see what we got here. We got him on deck. Jalik the leader is in deck, y'all. Let's go. Here we go.
Corey
Boom.
Roxton.
Boom, baby. We got a
Corey
guest. This
Boxing.
is the first guest on Corley Boxing in over 90 days. Let's go, y'all.
You still on your Mr. Olympic shit, bro? You still in the gym at like 6 days a week, drinking your proteins and all that? Yeah, I
You
just think.
vegan, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Shout out to the vegan guys out there, man. No doubt, man. No doubt, man. Man, it's awesome to have a guest on here, man. Jalik the Leader is my brother. We've been doing this for a while, man. How you feel about the fight, Jalik? I'm gonna
It was
let you
the
take it, man.
undercard. Just to break it down, it wasn't sold out. It wasn't sold out like a Tank fight, but it was a lot of people from Jersey. I think I sat right behind his family because he got like mad brothers and sisters. I think it's like
Oh,
7
so
of them.
you sat behind
Yeah,
Shakur Stevenson's family.
yeah, I was real close. Yeah, it's like his little brother, and then I think he got sister. I don't know the combination, but I think it's 7 of them, and Shakur is the oldest. And I think I seen his mom, but he got a lot of support from Jersey, bro. He got a big
For real?
following. And then Kanye was at the fight.
For
Kanye was
real?
there. Yeah, Kanye was there. Quavo walked him out. So it was nice. Like people came out. I walked out. I think I seen Memphis Bleak, but I was just trying to get back to my car. But yeah, man. And Shakur, I knew he would win, but I didn't think he would stop him. But I said if they do stop it, it'll be off the cuts though. Shakur, man, I'm telling you, man, he ain't gonna have really competition until he move to 135.
Wow. So you thinking right now that Shakur Stevenson, there's no competition for him
Who gonna beat him?
at
Like
130?
who gonna beat him? Like really, who really break it down? The only person that can get a chance at 130 will be Tank and Lomachenko, but they at 135. I don't see nobody else. Like his defense is crazy, bro. And he roll with the
Woo!
punches. He get out of the way. He throw combinations too. He don't pot shot like one shot. He throw combinations. Bam, bam, bam. And he always got the momentum. So in order to beat him, you got to be aggressive and prevent him from clinching. And Tank got the skills, bro. Gary Russell, nah, his arms too short. Gary Russell arms too short, man.
Nah, but what I will say, I do have to say about Gary Russell, man. I'm glad you brought up Gary Russell. For one thing, I'm gonna tell you guys right now, smash that like button. Let's get more visibility to the show, man. Let's get these up, man. We got a guest in. We got the Hall of Fame announcer, Jalik the Leader, man. Come on now, man. Let's go, man. But Chad, man, it's one of those things right now, Jalik the Leader. You guys gotta understand, man. Shakur Stevenson right now is in a different hemisphere, man, than a lot of these guys at 130. I thought he was gonna do a lot better, Herring, but he didn't. But you guys got to give credit to Shakur Stevenson for not allowing him to have a good performance like that. I thought he was gonna have a good performance, a lot better than he did. I did not think that Herring was gonna win, though. You guys got to check my pre-fight video. I did say that it was gonna be a tough fight, but I said, and the new, yes, I did say that. I did say that on my pre-fight. So, what would you rate? So let me ask you this, Jalik the Leader. Where do you think Herring goes from getting dominated? I mean, from getting pretty much beat.
He might have one payday fight, and then he probably get a job with Top Rank as far as doing stuff kind of like Christina Poncher, the male version of him, because he a real cool dude, bro. I could have done some video. I was just chilling, but homeboy, that dude YSM Media, he just a cool dude, bro. And then he brung out Jadakiss too. We was hyped for that. He brung out Jadakiss.
Whoa!
He had Jadakiss out there. So Jamel's a real cool dude.
Well, and that's another thing. That's another thing I want to talk, Jalik the Leader. You were at the fight, okay? I'm so glad you were at the fight. Let everybody know, how was the atmosphere at the fight?
It was live. Now they kept delaying it. I'm like, what are they doing? I'm looking on Twitter. Yeah, I'm looking on Twitter. Then it was like, oh, they waiting for some game, and then they got hyped too because the Braves is going to the World Series, so they was hyped over that. And I was like, I wish they could have brought up like somebody that do like a juggler or you know how they bring big people in, like a juggler or something crazy walking on unicycle or something, because it was like the undercard wasn't as great. They had Ali. grandson. I guess they
Yeah, I
gonna
seen that. I seen
milk
that.
that name. I like Holyfield, son, because I was looking him at
Yo,
oh, bro. He taller than me, and I'm like 6', 6'1". He taller than me. He really is 6'2". Because most of the fighters,
wow.
90% of them, I'm bigger than them. So, but he really tall. Like he tall. That was a good
So
knockout.
so 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 look, Trap Media in the chat says Shakur didn't have to disrespect Herring like that pre-fight.
So what you want him to
Wow.
do? Like try to be his friend? That's how Shakur is. He don't. That's why in order to
Wow.
beat him, you got to take away his
Wow.
confidence. He really believe in himself, bro.
Wow.
That's how he do. And I'm glad. I'm glad. A lot of people don't like this trash talking, but just think how many fighters we be like, yeah, why are they so cool with each other? You feel me? So if they can fight, ain't no excuses. That was a good thing. Like, oh, we too. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
Same camp, and then they still fought. And you got a Shakur. I mean, and he got a nice payday, almost $2 million. So I mean, but
Yeah, man. So let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. So right now, where does both fighters go in their career respectfully moving forward?
Shakur, see, Shakur got to keep building up his following because Bob Arum can only do but so much. If you notice, Bob Arum don't really promote no more, so he's gonna have to continue.
Yo, chill with the Bob.
Nah, because look at Female, he does that on his own. He don't want to even pay Female, so he gonna have to build up his own brand.
Yeah.
And the thing about it is, Jay Prince is a good manager. You know what I'm saying?
Wow, I seen that. I seen
He
he
doesn't
moving
get
up.
in trouble and saying certain things. And the Oscar Valdez fight would be good, but I just looked at the post-fest conference and he said, if Bob Arum made Navarrete versus Oscar, he would feel like Bob Arum is trying to protect Oscar Valdez, which that's what it would be. Like, how can you do that if they both at the same division? You should put Navarrete in there with Gary Russell.
Oh,
That fight would be
Navarrete versus Shakur
Gary.
Stevenson could be a good fight though.
Yeah, I think Navarrete, I'm gonna be honest with you, I think he better than Oscar Valdez. I think he.
You do?
Yes, yeah.
Wow. Why do you think that's Jalik the Leader?
I don't know. His awkward style is crazy. Long reach, stamina, power. I mean, he switch hit. He just real awkward. He got a nice style. Now, of course, you know, with Shakur it'd be different, but
he's long and rangy too.
Very
Jalik.
long. He is. He's very long. I like Navarrete. I want to see if Gary Russell can beat Navarrete. What you think of that, Corey?
What versus who?
Navarrete, Gary Russell.
Okay, Gary Russell versus Navarrete. I definitely think that the range is gonna give Gary Russell some problems. You guys gotta understand, man. There's a lot of guys at the 135-pound division, but who has the elite skill level? I feel like there's only about 3 or 4 guys at that weight class that has that elite level. That can push Shakur Stevenson. Okay. One of them is definitely Navarrete. He's been a champion for a while now, has some good title defenses and beat some good fighters. You know, he brushed on the scene when he beat Dogbo. Remember him? You know, he dominated him and then beat him in a rematch. So you got to give respect to Navarrete's. He came from that hard boxing class from where Jaime Munguia came from. So you guys got to understand, man, these guys in Mexico are getting it out the mud, man. They know how it is to be poverty, to be, you know, poor and stuff like that. And I think a fighter that did not have a great upbringing and didn't have a silver spoon in his mouth, that grit, that you know, that dog. I feel like Herring had that dog in him, but he just didn't. He had that dog in him mentally, but he just didn't throw the punches. Okay, he was never gonna just quit. He was never gonna quit.
Gonna throw the punches though.
He was never gonna quit, but he was not throwing enough punches. Jalik the Leader.
Exactly.
How do you feel? Do you give that credit more to Shakur Stevenson, or do you give more, or do you just feel like Herring didn't implement his game plan? Who do you blame on this?
Shakur, he is ring generalship is everything in boxing. That's one of the scoring criteria, and defense. So that's already 2. And then effective aggression and clean punch. He won all 4 scoring categories. And like I said, when your defense is that good and you know how to roll with the punches and and you know how to clinch, it's gonna be hard to beat him. But let's go back to Trap Media. He said it's a thin line between confidence and respect. He was
Wow.
that's his personality, bro.
Wow.
He very respectful.
Wow.
Did you see the post fight interview? What you want him to say to him?
Yeah.
Like, what do you want him to say? Like, that's how people are. Like, everybody personality is different. A lot of people talk like Conor McGregor do it. Like, you don't like Conor. Like, it's not. This ain't golf, bro. Like, like some people be like friends. Like, I'm like, come on, but talk a little trash. You know what I'm saying? Make it fun. Make it interesting. You know what I mean? So.
So you feel like? Do you feel like Trap Media is saying that Shakur Stevenson went a little too far on the disrespect?
That's what he said. And then,
but let me tell you this though, Delete the Leader and Trap Media. He was acting like that and pulling his car, but what if that was a fucking tank in there? Would he say the same things? Would he say the same things? Would he touch Tank's belt like that? Would he touch Tank's belt like that?
Yeah, it's gonna be different. And with different, bro.
Whoa.
Because you know
will he put his hands on Tank like that?
You know they had a little beef too. So Shakur got a little where he tried to like he feel like he did like a little like mentally bully you in a sense. Because remember they was with Tank. He was like, yeah, I done this, but Tank is a different fighter, bro. Tank is faster. Tank goes to the side. Tank is strong. I don't know, bro. I don't know. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. Skill for skill. The only thing his jab might be better than Tank, and his defense. That's it. Everything else, he not faster.
But you gotta put into consideration. You know what? Now we're on the subject. Let's break down a future matchup: Shakur Stevenson versus Tank Davis. You're getting it right here, right now at Corley Boxing. Jalik the Leader, Corley Boxing. We're getting it in right now, y'all. I'm gonna let you go first, Jalik the Leader, because I'm gonna get it in, man. I gotta break this joint down, man.
Trap Media got a channel.
Trap Media, do you got a channel?
I think I heard that name before. He from DC. How you know he almost stopped him? You from DC?
Whoa. Gary almost stopped Shakur and Spawn. Whoa.
Gary act like he don't want to.
Trap Media.
Trap Media. Come on the line.
Trap Media says.
Click the link, bro. I want to hear Trap Media. Click the link.
Click the link, yo.
I bet money on that. I bet 1,000 on that.
Click the link if you guys want to get into the live stream. Click the link, man.
Yeah, Gary Russell, his ability to fight going backwards, no. And he don't got great defense. You go to his body, Shakur beat him about 8-4. He'll win more rounds than Herring, though. You know what I'm saying? He'll win more rounds than Herring, but he'll lose that bill about 8-4, 9-3. I've been saying that for years. I ain't just saying it because I just came from the fight.
Yo, so let me ask you this, man. We was definitely watching the fight, man. I want to break down that Tank Shakur, but I just want the fans out there because you were live. What was some of the things that was going on in the arena tonight, man? It was tell them where the fight was held at.
State Farm, where the Hawks play, Atlanta Hawks. So right by where the Falcons play, right in Atlanta.
Okay.
Yeah, they was just
Was it sold out? How did the crowd look?
It wasn't sold out. Nah, the tank fights be sold out. The tank fights be sold out. The tank fights be sold out. So Shakur fan base isn't as big as Tank yet. But Leonard Ellerby, of course, on there. Oh, nobody sells like Tank. Nobody cares, bro. I just want to see the fight. If they fought, to be honest with you, if he fought Shakur, they would have to do it where the Falcons play in a real big stadium.
Wow, in the football stadium, you're saying?
Football stadium, yeah. If they came to Atlanta, that would be in the football stadium. Yeah, because Tank already selling out with Barrios. Shakur, that'd be big. That's like some Nas versus Jay-Z shit. That'd be real big, bro. Trust me. That'd be.
You
big.
think so?
Yeah, I know so.
Wow.
A lot of stuff like Shakur got to follow. Like he gotta follow, and it'll be Newark, Jersey versus Baltimore. That'd be big. But if they don't have it in Atlanta,
hold on real quick. Let's read the chat real quick. We're gonna come right back to that. Trap Media says, yeah, and Gary's brother said it when they was negotiating Devin Devin Haney's fight. I got Shakur over Gary though.
Oh, okay. You do got
And
him.
then
Okay.
Trap Media says Gary almost stopped Shakur in sparring, and when Gary was calling him out, he never had that tough energy.
He said it himself. He was like, everybody ducking me, but the only one that probably would fight me was Shakur. That's what Gary Sussel said out of his own mouth.
Wow.
You know, it's everybody ducking him. I don't know. I like Gary Russell, man. I've been watching him when he had 4-round fights on his like damn near debut back in 2011 when him and Adrian Broner was on the come up. But it's like he had the same weight class.
He didn't fell off, man.
He's not signed to Gary Al Heyman. Why won't he go to top rankings? Like, yo, let me.
Who's not signed to Al Heyman?
He's not exclusive. He works with Al Heyman, but he's not there. That's why he can get them fights.
Oh, so he can work with the zone.
Yeah, he can work with anybody. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, what's up?
Wow. Trap Media says that Shakur ran from the division.
I bet you from the DMV, bro. I bet you.
He said Shakur ran from the division. Wow.
He had problems making weight.
Wow.
When I seen him at the weigh-in, when I seen him at the weigh-in, I said Shakur gonna gain at least 15, 20 pounds, and I can just tell by the way he looked. Because looking at him at the weigh-in yesterday, this dude gained at least 15 to 20 pounds. He's a big dude. If you go on Google and look at Regis Prograis versus when they was sparring picture, he bigger than Regis Prograis. He's a big 135 pounder. Shakur is.
For real?
Bro, I'm telling you, bro. That's what I'm saying. He can go to 135 right now, though, and fight TFU.
Yeah, he do look kind of big. Yeah, he do look kind of big, though. I ain't gonna lie. What right now, you guys, I mean, let's break down a fight. I mean, this is a fight that I would love to see, but I don't know how far away it is from happening. Where do you think Shakur Stevenson goes? I'm thinking, possibly one day fighting Devin Haney. Let me ask you guys this. This goes for you too, Jaleel the Leader, and everybody in the comment section. Who does Shakur Stevenson fight next? Maybe not next, but who would be the first young? Who would be the first young prospect? Who would be Shakur Stevenson's next young, hungry, either champion or young fighter like himself, like a Devin Haney, like a Teofimo Lopez? Who is Shakur Stevenson gonna fight? Who do you think is more likely he'll fight first?
Oscar Valdez is likely. Oscar Valdez is gonna have one of them. He probably gonna fake an injury like them long term where he just get a scope and just have to push it back and then he be out for a year. I don't think Oscar want that smoke, bro. But he should though. I mean, he almost lost to the Brazilian guy, so why not lose to a great champion in Shakur? Not that you want to lose, but it's better to lose to a higher quality opponent than a lower guy. So. Yeah, I don't get how he gonna win. He like I said, when you slick like that, bro, people ain't gonna try to do it. But that's why I was hoping it more lots and lots of tickets because they always use that excuse when they don't want to fight you. Oh, he ain't selling tickets, and he got the
so right now he got the stoppage. He's coming off a stoppage win. A lot of people are gonna say that Shakur Stevenson looked pretty good on this fight. Shout out to everybody in chat. Crypto Colors says. Shakur was not ready at that time. I respect it, but now Shakur is different now. Wow. Do you believe that too, Jaleel the Leader?
Yeah, he constantly get better because one thing about it is he got a.
Has he hit his grown man strength yet or no?
Maybe he put his punches together. He hurt homeboy a couple times and he goes to the body. All those punches hurt. He ain't like Paulie Malignaggi. You ain't going to run up on him.
Whoa.
He ain't Paulie Malignaggi. You can't just run up on him. Just bro. I'm gonna tell you somebody.
So you feel like he has respectable power in the 130
like Floyd Mayweather at 147. You're not going to run up on him like that. If that was the case, Aaron would have just came up. You ain't gonna do that. First of all, his defense good. Don't punch his hurt, bro. And he go to your body. That straight left to the body is nice. And he done that against a southpaw. Imagine a right-handed fighter. He done that against a southpaw. So a right-handed fighter.
That's another thing too, you guys. I don't think you guys know how difficult this shit is. There was 2 southpaws in there tonight. Okay, it's hard. You guys don't know. I'm a southpaw. I'm left-handed. So They're very rare. That's number one. Number two, they're fighting each other. So that's even more rare. So you guys don't know how hard it was for Shakur Stevenson to adapt to another southpaw. Shakur Stevenson has not fought that many southpaws. So, in the pros, I'm pretty sure he's fought so many in the amateurs, but I'm just saying in the pros, man. But, because in the pros, they come far few in between. There's not a lot of them out there, especially a world champion as one. But yeah, what would you rate Shakur Stevenson's performance tonight? Would you give him a B, C, or an A?
I give him an A. I give him an A.
Wow.
I give him an A.
Wow.
I give him an A. He done everything.
Why do you give him an A? Why?
He totally dominated. He won every single round, and maybe it's at one. I forget one round. He kept his composure. He had fun in there. It's just certain things like that make it different. Like I said, in order to beat him, you got to take his confidence away immediately from the first opening bell. Because if not, then he just gonna get in his comfort zone. And one thing about him, he don't fight for the crowd. It almost cost Haney. He got hurt by Linares. You fight for the crowd, that gets you hurt. He don't care. That's actually a good thing. Now, that might not make him the most exciting fighter, but hey, in basketball, you can just be like Tim Duncan. You don't gotta be exciting, but so we'll see, man. I just want to see him challenge. Hopefully, Oscar Valdez take the call. But I think Frank Espinoza, his manager used to manage Abner Maris. I don't think they're gonna take the fight because, like I said, they don't believe that they can win. But at the same time, for him to get big money,
It says Crypto Colors in the chat says Shakur was impressive tonight. He says you could tell he's working hard in the gym. Trap Media says, huh?
Oh, you talking? Now Trap Media no boxing though.
Let me let me say what Trap Media
so now hearing the shop.
Nah. Trap Media says we be giving out flowers too fast. These dudes be scrubs. Who they be fighting? Trap Media says Shakur not a real southpaw. That's why Heron was moving towards the left hand because the real power is in his right hand.
Yeah, he right-handed.
Wow.
He's right-handed. Yeah.
So why does he fight in southpaw stance?
A lot of people do that.
Oh, okay.
Right. I think Andrade do that. A lot of those guys. Now, some people the opposite, where they left-handed but they fight, like Andre Ward, Oscar De La Hoya. They left-handed but they fight orthodox. Trap Me. I've been saying this, bro. Like once I break the card out, I can go back to my channel and show you. I've been said he would beat Gary Russell because Gary Russell, like you said, man, his arms is real short, and when you go to his body and push him backwards, he's not the same fighter.
So how do you break down a fight, man? Gary Russell Jr. right now versus a Shakur Stevenson right now. Break that down, Jaleel. How we looking at that fight? Is that a competitive fight?
No, it might be a little tougher, but he's still going to dominate the fight. I think he's a little tougher than
who's going to dominate.
He'll try more. I think he'll try more against Shakur. He'll try more.
Who's going to dominate?
Shakur going to dominate. Like I bet money on that. Because Gary Russell.
Wow.
I think I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. Ever since he lost to Lomachenko, I think it's a confidence thing. Why does he only fight once a year? Does he like? I don't. Something's not right with that. Something's going on.
So you think he's gonna beat him easy? That's easy work.
Yeah, easy work.
Okay, so we're moving on. So that's easy work. I don't think that's gonna be easy work. My personal opinion, I think that Gary Russell is definitely a good fighter. I think that he has a lot of quick twitch muscles. He still has some of the fastest hands in boxing. You can't forget that. I know we haven't seen him lately, but I seen the training that him and his brothers do at their gym, and I feel like it's very, very unique. Very, very hard training that they do at the Gary Russell gym.
Oh, they got their own. Okay.
Yeah, they have their own gym. Their father trains them. It's about 3 or 4 brothers. The sparring is always gonna be there. And they push one another. You guys got to understand, Gary Russell might be older, but he's got young brothers that push him day in and day out that does not have a lot of wear and tear on their body. Okay? Antonio Russell is going to be a world champion. He's a beast.
He fighting
He's a
he
beast.
fighting 27, right? What about Antoine? That's the one I like. 16-0, 16 knockouts.
Yeah, but see, he hasn't been. I mean,
Okay,
I feel like he's not close to a world champion level yet.
because
I mean, I'm saying
right?
skill level, he could probably fight for world champion, but he's not. They're not moving him quick enough.
Why
You
now?
know?
Why is that? That goes to is their dad who's managing them telling them to do that, or is it Al Heyman, or is it the Russells themselves? They just lose interest. How you 16
I'm not.
16 knockouts? You should be fighting 4 times a year or 3 times a year. You should be on these big undercards. Like, come on, bro. Like, what's up? What's going on? Is he turning down fights? They trying to get the perfect fight? Because if you notice, Gary Russell Jr., he fought all the same competition. That's why he got washed versus Lomachenko. He wasn't like he used to fighting the same guys that just walk up to him though. So something going on.
Wow.
Like,
so you feel like, yeah, but I just think Antonio Russell. I think Antonio Russell. Antoine Russell.
140, yeah, 140. He the best.
No. I'm not talking about
I'm
Antoine. I'm talking
about
Antonio. Antonio Russell at
Antonio.
122. He's one to watch out for because I feel like he's different. I've interviewed him here on Corley Boxing's channel.
Yeah,
and I just really think, we got a guest in there. Hold on, let me see what we got in here.
So I think
Trap Media.
Media.
Uh-oh. Whoa.
Trap
He's had
Media.
enough. Whoa.
What's up, Trap Media?
Yo, what's going on? What up?
You representing the
Trap
DM?
Media. Let them know,
No,
Trap Media.
Oh, you not?
No, I ain't in the DMV. No, this is all I was saying. If you in the gym, if it's somebody older in the gym or something like that, especially a black person, it's nothing that can pay me to disrespect you. Like, say you the big homie in the gym. I don't care if I'm better than you, nothing like that. Now, when I get in there, I'm gonna talk heavy to you in regards to skill, but I'm not touching on your belt. Oh, that's a little bit too far. Now, if I'm just saying, I'm on a different level, shit like that, or if it's basketball, nigga, you can't guard me. Woo, that's different. But once I go to touching your belt and all that type shit, that's a whole different level of disrespect.
Yeah.
Herring.
That's why I said Herring don't got the temperament. In order to beat Shakur, you got to be aggressive. You got to prevent him from clinching, and you got to go to his body, and you got to quickly take away his comfort zone and his confidence. His confidence is big. So boxing is a mental thing. So Herring don't even got the temperament. That's why I say he don't got it. Tank got it in Lomachenko. And Haney can do all that slick shit with him too. Because a lot of people say he dominated Haney on sparring. I was like, I don't think so.
Yeah, that was a close sparring, but I mean, but Shakur, he's a bully, bro. Like we seen even with the Nakathila fight, and the only thing I was saying about Gary Russell, regardless of what we think gonna happen in the outcome, the brother did say, and he seemed like an honest brother. You might know better, Corey Lee, because you from out there.
Which brother?
Batman.
Oh, you talking about okay,
Batman. Yeah. He said that when they was sparring, I guess Shakur was there for the little brother, but him and Gary ended up sparring, and Gary almost stopped him, and the people had to hop in the ring.
Okay.
Yeah. But regardless of what we think gonna happen, that's possibly a fact. And I seen the energy when Shakur was talking about he wanted to unify 26. He kept calling all these names, but he wouldn't say Gary.
He don't say Gary. He don't say Gary's name.
No, I know. And then
say Gary's name. He does not say Gary's name.
I know. He keeps saying everybody name but Gary. Then when Gary was calling him, anybody else, we know Shakur would have hopped on his head super disrespectful for years. He wouldn't say nothing. And it came to recently, and me constantly pressing him on Twitter till he finally responded like, I'll fight Gary, but it wasn't that same energy that he had with everybody else.
He ain't gonna try to bully Gary because Gary is a low key bully like that. He ain't gonna.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You can't have you can't have picks. That's my thing. If you gonna be a bully with everybody. Don't just be a bully with somebody you think is soft. Like I don't like that. Like that shit corny to me.
That's a good explanation because I knew he wouldn't do that to Gary because Gary, like I said, he's real. Gary,
you gonna fight? Y'all gonna fight right there?
Gary you ain't gonna like. I doubt if he would do that. You know what I'm saying?
And he's not gonna do it to Tank either because he got a strong team. Like everything that you feel like you got is it's just like these guys in music. Like they'll pick on DJ Academics or somebody like that. But when it's somebody that they know with just the strongest team as they got, then it's a different energy. And I just don't like that. But I don't think niggas need to be brothers need to be disrespecting each other anyway. So
Yeah, that's true.
Check this out.
It-
Did you see?
But I mean, but trap media, that shit get real. That shit get real different. That shit get different when you in the trenches, man. You can't. You talking about disrespecting brothers? These motherfuckers might kill one another. What are you talking about?
No. I understand that. I'm saying in the heat
This
of
is a brutal sport, though, man.
Yeah. But anything we talking about in context to the sport, that's cool. But I don't have to be touching on you or talking about your wife and all of that extra.
What?
No, I'm just saying anything. I don't have to go over the line to another black man.
Listen, trust me, he'll run into somebody that ain't going.
Yeah, but let me ask you this, trap media. Would he do that to Javonte Davis if they fight right now?
No, he gonna have ultimate respect. It's gonna be just like how just like how Sean Porter and Bud press conferences was. It's gonna be that type of respect. You can hear how he talk about Tank. Like, man, I love Tank.
Did you just hear the post press conference? He said not right now, but in the future, him and Tank could be a big fight. I'm like, bruh, not right now.
Whoa.
Why you don't call him out right now? Shit, like
he keep calling Loma though. He really think he want Loma. Yeah, I think a lot of people I'm like one of the first that was beating the drum on the hype Machinko train and all that. Like Loma overrated, but Loma almost stopped T.O. A lot of people missed that shit at the end of the fight.
Which round? No, T.O. almost stopped Loma.
No. I'm not a Loma fan. I'm just saying this from people would call me a Loma hater. But later in that fight, he gave T.O. like on the clinch, because a lot of these young fighters don't know how to clinch. So it was points in that when he wasn't pushing them off of him properly or hugging them properly, where he could have got stopped. That's why I don't think he wanted the rematch. But I think in a rematch he had stopped T.O. and I think he could possibly do the same thing to everybody but Tank.
At 130, I'm gonna be honest with you, he a different beast at 130. So him against Shakur should try to make it at 135, but at 130, I'm like, whoa, he might. That's what I'm saying. I can. That's the only, like I said, I only see those two people beating them, bro. Haney, Tank, and Loma. I don't see nobody else, but Loma, that'd be a good ass fight.
You from Jersey?
No, I'm from Wilmington, Delaware, but I live.
Delaware. You right there by Philly, Jersey.
You drove all the way to Atlanta, fam, or you flew out there?
I live in Atlanta now.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
How long you lived in Atlanta for?
Been there all the time. I've always been there. What part of US you live in, Trap?
I'm from Cleveland.
Oh, hey Trap, is Hot Sauce Williams still open?
Oh yeah. Oh, you be out here.
Yo,
no. Hot Sauce Williams closed. A rapper out here ended up buying that spot. It's a chicken spot now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I don't know if you hit the Doughboy. He signed a Future, but his big homie ended up buying it.
Oh, okay. Let me ask.
I want to ask both of you guys this, man. Out of all the young fighters, you guys, I'm just looking at all these guys' ages. Javonte Davis is 26, Shakur is 24. Let me look up some of these guys' ages, but I just want you guys to know. I want to know from you, both of you guys, who is the next big young prospect that can beat all of these guys? Because they're all around the same division, so they're all gonna have to face
I'm gonna tell you the best one better than all
from 130. From 130.
You talking about 130? You talking about 130.
From 130 to 140? All of those guys.
140. I mean, I don't think nobody beating Josh Taylor.
Who do you think in the next 3 to 4 years will still be on top? That's what I'm asking you guys.
Like I said, their matchmaking isn't there. They only fight one style. I like Gary Antoine. I like Devin Haney, and like a Shakur, like and Teofimo, but Virgil Ortiz. Yeah.
Can I ask y'all this? Do y'all really like? I mean, this don't nothing aggravate me more than this Shakur's topic. Like I think I
You
mean
don't like that shit.
no, I don't like this topic. Like, it's like sometimes I'll be sitting back on YouTube and I just be like, I can watch, but when people start talking about Shakur, they start talking about him like LeBron fresh out of high school or so. It's like
Oh, no.
I don't know what y'all see that
Hey, Trap, you know
against
what it
these
is?
garbage ass fighters that he fighting. Like even and then a Nakatila fight. This is why I don't get why y'all ain't pay attention to. A nigga hit him with some power and he put his hands in his pocket the whole fight. So what's gonna happen when he face a real nigga that can really fight with power? This nigga was a scrub.
See, that is true though, Trap. That's a good point though, bro. Hey,
Yeah,
Trap,
that's
you
a
on
good point,
Twitter?
Trap.
You on Twitter, Trap Media?
Yeah. I'm on Twitter, Trap Media USA, and my YouTube, Trap Media USA. I've been
Oh, you
around
got
for a minute.
YouTube too? Okay,
Yeah. I did the first ever YouTube pound for pound list. First ever. Go check the
Oh,
files.
whoa,
Go
whoa,
check the
follow you,
whoa,
bro.
files.
whoa, 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 whoa.
I
I
just
did
followed
one
you, bro.
too. Now
You'll
watch
see me.
yourself, though, Trap.
You'll
Uh,
see me on there, Trap Media. I just followed you, bro. But
hold on. What's
look,
your?
I'm delete the leader. I'm
All
telling
right,
y'all
I'm
right
about to
now.
add.
I'm telling you right now, like if no matter what the division, the best if this was the draft, because you got to look at 2016 when it was all in the Olympics.
Yeah, like out of
The
all
best
the
one
young
out of
guys,
all of
yeah.
them is Jerron Boots Ennis. He better than
Oh man.
Absolutely,
all of them.
absolutely.
He better than
Oh
Shakur.
man.
Better than every last one
Oh.
of them.
And they all gonna be at 47 at
Oh
some point.
man.
Trust
Devin,
Oh my.
Shakur, Tank,
me.
they all will be at 147. T.O., they
If he
all
stay
gonna
at
be at
147,
47
they're
at
going
one
to
point.
get. I'm gonna be honest with you. They would duck him. They would never. None of them would fight him. Trust me, bro.
He different. Now
I
when
think
when,
he would beat
when we
Crawford.
talk about Boots,
Yeah, he
But
different.
you
he's
gotta
different.
understand, but y'all
Nah,
gotta understand, that Boots is gonna fight guys like Sean Porter, Earl Spence. Is he what's gonna be
you're
left?
right. At
Let me tell
145,
you guys right here.
tough.
Let me tell you. When he does fight those guys, they say when you're in these big fights and you're getting hit with where the brain is not supposed to get hit like that, it takes something out of you. Who's to say Jerron Ennis will even be the
That's a
same
good
in 4 to
question.
5 years after he
4 or 5.
fights all
It
of these
ain't no 4 or 5
motherfuckers?
years. He
He's
about to be
going
the
through the
IBF mandatory, bro.
he's gotta go, he's
It ain't no
gotta
4 or
go
5
through the
years. They gonna be
gauntlet.
retired, bro. Sean
He's
Porter
gotta
never.
go
No,
through the gauntlet though,
Cor- Cor-
all of these guys.
Corey
And
Lee,
that's what I'm saying.
Corey, he not gonna have to because he's not gonna get the opportunity like oh boy who about to fight Ugas. Spence getting ready to move up to 54, so he
Yeah,
not
they
fighting
ain't gonna
Boots.
fight him, bro.
Sean,
They'll be stupid,
if
bro.
Sean Porter don't beat Crawford or whatever happen, he not fighting Boots. He already said he not fighting Boots. So
Who
only
ain't?
thing,
Who ain't
Sean,
fighting
He
Boots?
is shit, bro. I'm listening to him. He know what he talking about, bro. Like
yeah,
he
Oh,
Sean,
okay.
fighting him,
yeah,
bro.
Sean Porter said he not fighting Boots. He said it's no benefit in
Ugas,
this.
he called out Ugas on Twitter. He said,
Yeah,
"Nah, he don't want." Ugas said, "Nah,
yeah,
he
yeah,
don't want." That shit
Augusta.
way too
Yeah,
wild.
so he most likely it's gonna be a while, just like it was that waiting period for Spence to get that title shot finally. It's
Yep,
gonna be a minute before he get his chance, and by the time that happen, all of the Tiafimos and
yep.
everybody will be up there. He might get Thurman because Thurman gonna be pressed for a fight soon.
And Thurman just try to act like he ain't know who he was, man.
Yeah, Thurman try to act like he didn't know he was, but eventually Thurman gonna want some money.
He like,
Yo, I gotta throw this on here, y'all. Look at Vada. Look what Vada's doing to
yeah, for
to to
Crawford.
to
Yeah,
to Crawford. They're testing him at the fight,
that's
y'all.
good. That's good.
They
Keep it
tested
Yeah, I
they
love that.
tested him
I
at
Shout
the
love
out
that.
to
fight.
Vada. Clean boxing, clean boxing. I got
So you,
Sean Porter,
join,
TKO.
So let's break down, y'all. Let's break down the
I can't
Sean
find you on.
Porter.
I
Let's
just
break
followed you on.
down
I
the
just followed you on
Sean.
Twitter.
Hold on.
Let's break down the
You didn't show
Sean
up.
Porter
Jalik the leader.
versus
Hold
Terrence
on. Listen.
Crawford.
It's Jalik the
Oh,
leader. TK.
I see it. Yeah, I was doing
Yeah,
DA.
yeah,
I see
yeah,
it. I
yeah.
got it. Yeah.
Oh, I got
Sean
$300 by knockout. I got him knocking out
Sean
Porter.
Porter, Sean Porter versus Terrence Crawford. Go ahead, Jalik the leader.
I got a knockout. It'll be a nice fight. One thing I've noticed about Sean Porter is that he usually out jab the guy in most of his big fights, but he has like concentration problems at the end. And Earl was taking a lot out of him in that fight, and he having what he fought that guy in last August. I got Crawford by knockout. I got $300 on that fight. and knockout only. So if he go the distance, then I lose. So he gotta knock him out for me to win that $300. What's up, Battle Rifle? Yeah, he gonna hurt that boy. He gonna take all that
Battle Rifle in the chat says Jalik's always backing Boots and Demetrius Andre.
For 2 years that Boots was the like LeBron James out of 2016 draft.
Absolutely
better than all of them.
Crypto Color says, Crypto Color says, Bud is going to kick Porter. Laugh my ass off. Porter is a drink.
Whoa.
KO by.
We're not about to do this now. See, this the other. No,
you are from Cleveland. Go ahead, your bias, bro. Go ahead, bro.
No. We not doing that.
Go ahead and show your bias. Go ahead, bro.
Go ahead and break down the fight trap meeting. I'm gonna go after you. So we already know Jalik deleted thing gonna win.
No, look, see now it sounds biased, but it's not. Let me just give context to everything.
Okay.
For one, Sean Porter, I respect him. I think he's the gold standard in boxing. Stay in shape. Don't drink. Don't smoke. Carry yourself properly outside the ring. I think he fight everybody, everything that everybody wants from everybody else. And then he always in classics. And I think 50 years from now, he the standout fighter that we're talking about. Man, Sean Porter, he fought everybody. Win, lose, or draw. He the model that you telling your grandkids about. Now, Sean Porter, unfortunately, with me saying all the good shit, I love you, Sean. If you ever tune into this, love how you carry it. Sean Porter is not from Sean Porter is from Akron. He's from Cuyahoga Falls. If you look up anything from the amateurs, he's from now. If you from this area, you ain't gonna get this. This like being from PG County and somebody claiming you know what I'm saying. He not.
I know.
Montana from Cleveland. Montana
Law said the same thing. He's Montana Law said he from Akron.
Yeah, he from Akron. So I'm just saying that I don't know why you don't claim Akron because LeBron put it on the map, but you really should start because people it's just different. It's a total different culture, total different politics, everything different. So I don't have no bias going into Spence Porter. I got the video still on my page. I thought Spence was gonna do him like he did Bandu because their styles was kind of similar. Bandu just was a little bit older. So I thought it was gonna be that. After that Spence fight, I got a whole different level of respect. Not that I didn't have it, but it
Crypto Colors. I told you I get that shit for real, man. Go ahead though. What y'all was saying?
Yeah, I had Sean Porter beating Spence. Close fight.
Wow, you had to win it?
Okay. Whoa. Close fight. I had him beating Thurman too. I had him beating Thurman 8-4.
Wow, come on, bro. You started to sound biased.
I had him beating Thurman. I'm telling you, I got the.
So when you break the fight down, the scoring criteria is defense, effective aggression, punching.
Hey, how you say? Hey, Jalik,
how you say?
Hey, Jalik, how you say it? How you say it? What's your scoring criteria?
Yeah, like
no. But Jalik. Keep it real.
You know what the scoring criteria is, Jalik the leader? Motherfucking Cleveland, nigga.
No. He's not from Cleveland. That's what I'm saying. I had to put that out.
He's from Ohio.
Yeah, but
go ahead.
You're biased on that trap.
Early in the rounds.
You know
Sean Porter.
You know you a little biased.
Corey, let him go, Corey.
Early in the rounds, right or wrong, Sean Porter was outworking Keith Thurman for majority of the round. And Keith Thurman would come on at the end with a few big shots, and people would think, oh, he won a round. But how? If I'm whooping your ass all the fight, you catch me with a few big shots, you ain't drop me?
Yeah. Keith Thurman clearly winning.
But you got to understand.
I had an 8-4.
Oh, wow.
But let me ask you this.
Who was dictating the pace?
It has to be effective aggression.
Wow.
He wasn't effective. Wow. He didn't have him on the ropes. Ain't going 100.
He smothers his own punches. If you notice his technique, he don't do punches. His right hand is an overhand right, so he smothers his own punches.
Yo, he's smothering it.
That's one of his weaknesses.
That wasn't a classic.
You better not smother your punches versus Terrence Crawford.
No, I had Kell. Yeah, I had Kell Brook winning. I had Kell Brook winning clearly.
Okay, let me ask you this: who you had winning between him and Ugas?
I had Sean Porter winning by a round. By one round. It was a good fight, and Ugas my guy. Ugas is my guy.
So who you picking on Crawford versus Porter?
But look, Bud said he had. But look, this what niggas miss too. Bud said he had before all of this shit. Bud said he had Sean Porter winning the Spence fight.
Yeah, a lot of people. Nah, you ain't the only one. Some people said draw, but see, once again, his
it was a close fight though.
He always gets up late though, so that's a concentration thing.
We can't. The Broner shit he start playing.
Let me ask y'all.
He got dropped by
Hard
Broner.
let me ask y'all this. It's hard to score Shawn Porter's fights, man. I'm just being honest.
He don't separate himself.
The way he boxes and the way.
No, go ahead. Go ahead. No, I was saying he doesn't separate himself because of the clean punching and the effective aggression. If it was cleaner and he showed a little bit more defense instead of this, it would be clear cut that he's winning. So he has some weaknesses, but like Trap Media said, bro, he's a stand-up guy. He's actually a great commentator too. His podcast.
Yeah, I gotta give him credit on that. He's been doing a lot good on the commentating, bro. I ain't gonna say.
I used to be on.
Let me read the chat. Let me go to the chat real quick, y'all. We've been blowing it up. Crypto Color says, "Yo, at Coily Boxing, Crawford hit harder than any weed you can find." Wow, Crawford. Battle Rifle says, "I don't think that's as crazy as it sounds. Shawn Porter does have a lot of close rounds with everyone. At least he doesn't sound like JFL, who had Danny Garcia beating Porter and Thurman."
Yeah, I don't know how people had Danny. I don't know how people had Danny winning any of them fights like that. That shit.
It says Crypto Color says when Porter fights Bud, he's going to run into a brick wall. Do you guys understand that?
Listen,
you guys believe that?
Hold on. I just want to put something on just let me put some shit on the table. Just
here we go. Go ahead, chat.
Why didn't the referee call any of the low blows for the Spence fight? Because people like to say, "Oh, the knockdown," but the knockdown wouldn't matter if he would call these low blows.
Guess what? Guess whose fault that is? Shawn Porter, because Shawn Porter was known as a dirty fighter.
But some of those punches Earl Spence was backing up.
Nah, so this is what it was. It was
talking about the Earl Spence fight, or you guys?
Yeah, I'm talking about the Earl Spence fight.
I knew
he was hitting Shawn Porter low, and the ref didn't call it. So I'm bringing that.
Porter could have won that. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think he could have won that fight if he didn't allow that. He should have hit that motherfucker back. Because before the fight, Earl was like, "Don't hit me dirty," but then that was their strategy to sit it down.
Yeah, he kept saying the dirty, but he was the dirty fighter. So I'm saying Shawn Porter is not intentionally dirty. He just short and like a running back. So sometimes his head might hit you because he ducking low.
Fuck Earl. He should have done that. He shouldn't allow him.
Yo,
Hopkins, they would hit his back.
But I'm bringing this up. Because Shawn is crossing the street. He fighting on Top Rank. This is a Top Rank pay-per-view. The referee is going to play a factor. So I'm just saying, the referee and judges is already against him.
Yes.
I think if Bud
I'm not gonna say yes on that, but I don't know about that. But I don't know.
Possibly. I'm just saying, it's more invested interest in Bud winning because you want to get that. You want to recoup all the money you invested with the Spence fight. So he already going in it across the street. His company not really involved. You fight Top Rank referee, Top Rank judges, Bud the A side, Bud choosing everything. So he already got all that against him. I'm just saying, if he go in that pocket with Shawn Porter though, and don't try to reset like how he fought Postal, when he go in that pocket with them other dudes, he can be getting outboxed, and he know he can change and shift the momentum because it's not no dog. This the first time he gonna go in that pocket, and it's gonna be another dog looking right back at him. I got Shawn. If he go in that pocket with Shawn Porter, I gotta end it like Berto. I got it, Berto. Shawn Porter. If he go in that pocket, I don't think he built like that. I don't believe Bud. I don't believe it.
I bet you. I add you to.
Bud did get hurt by Gamboa at 135.
He got caught by the Lord, man. He always get caught. He just go in that pocket and outdog.
Caught by the green machine.
He don't got great defense.
By the green machine.
The only I'm gonna tell you all this, bro. The only person from 154 on down that can beat Crawford is Boots Ennis and maybe Erickson Lubin. Everybody else is gonna get washed. I'm telling you.
We can't look. We can't say that because we ain't seen him with another. We haven't seen when he can't outdog you. What happened? Because we seen him outskilled.
Do you see the Felix Diaz fight?
Yeah, I seen. I can't remember it, but I seen.
All right, so go look at that fight. That's how poor it's gonna be worse because he's gonna be even more aggressive. It's gonna look bad for Shawn. But I think
I'm telling you,
a couple fights left. He's gonna probably retire. It's gonna look like Herring. Trust me.
Shawn got stamina. Sean just as strong.
So
Only
do
thing
you
Sean
guys
Porter got to.
so Trap Media, do you feel like Sean Porter is gonna beat Terrence Crawford?
Yeah. I gotta be only. This the only thing I'm worried about.
Wow.
I don't
Jaleel,
want.
you ain't got nothing to say about
No,
that?
no,
Yo,
no. But look, this what no. I'm saying this what I want. This the only thing I'm worried
Mm.
about. I'm worried about Bud is not a real southpaw either. So his power is in his right hand. I don't want him
that's not
fighting.
true, bro.
No.
He
No.
got
He switched it.
power.
No, no,
He got
no, no.
power in his head too. But I see what
No,
you
no,
mean.
no, he do. No, I'm saying I'm not a real southpaw, but I fight with my right hand in the front.
Oh, okay.
So my power is in the front, and so people will be you moving towards the wrong thing. So I don't want Sean Porter thinking he got to be moving away from the left. You don't want to get caught by that right coming in either, because that's how you catch with that uppercut. So I don't want him to get caught, or kind of like Kell Brook. You thinking this a regular jab, but this ain't no regular jab. This is some shit behind it. So I don't.
Yeah, it's like a uppercut right hook mix. And if you
Yeah,
look at the interviews, he'd talk about his sister. He said he watched the old Rocky movie with either Mr. T or I forgot Clubber Lang, and he said he just kept practicing over and over. He had broke his hand. He broke his left hand, so he would
yeah.
just practice over and over again. So that was when he
Yeah.
the
But for,
punch.
but for
Yeah.
me, it's like when you switch it like that, it's more speed than traditionally fighting like your traditional style. If you put that power in the front, you get more speed from it, and you get more of a work rate. But if you want to slow the fight down, you can switch it up and go that other way. But if you want that more dominant and try to really get somebody out of there or just really land, you switch up and put your power in the front. So
To
that's
go back
that.
to Gary Russell, I think he probably got one of the best, if not the best, right hook. I gotta give you that. His right hook is probably the best in boxing. What you think? Because right hooks is not rare.
Who
That's
who's
Yeah,
rare.
right hook? Who's right
Gary.
Gary
hook?
Russell, I give him
Yeah,
that. He got the best right hook in boxing.
yeah, I like Gary.
His right hook is nice. Like
Y'all, let me ask y'all this. Let me ask y'all this. You know you guys got the Tank Davis fight coming up versus Rolly. Break that shit down. I know you guys are chomping
ain't
at the bits to get to this fight. Who
that's
wins? Why? Why is Rolly talking all cash shit?
that's
Can he
he
back
always
it up,
like
Trap
that.
Media?
He's self-made. You gotta give him his props. He is self-made. You know, they don't
Wow.
promote him. He promoted himself, bro. They put him in the fight. He is self-made. Hopefully he's making millions. He the one carrying the fight. And I'm telling y'all, bro, Tank skills is underrated. Tank is a bad boy. I ain't gonna lie. But I'm telling
Absolutely.
you, fighters don't want to fight guys that throw elbows. Who the sparring partners gonna be? Like them Madonna type fighters and Mayorga. It's harder to like adjust to them because they so awkward. You know what I mean? And Rolly is strong, and he really believe he can probably knock him out. Now, how much heart he has when Tank hit him with them body shots? Because Tank, in my opinion, is probably the best body puncher in boxing. His ability to place the punches is amazing from long range, mid range, every range body punches. So that's there. But if Tank don't train, he's gonna
Wow.
get hurt, bro.
Wow.
He's gonna get hurt,
I
bro.
mean, does Rolly have a chance, y'all? Be
Yeah,
honest
he
with
got
me.
a
Be
chance,
honest
bro.
with me.
That motherfucker.
Hey, be honest with me. Does Rolly have a chance? Be honest with me.
I haven't seen too much from Rolly. The one fight I seen was like, I mean, it was decent. I like Rolly. Like I said, I respect what
I
he
know
said.
he
He
almost I
said,
know he almost lost that WBA interim belt when he
That was
fought.
his
Did y'all watch that shit?
posture, move around. Tank ain't gonna really
Man,
do
that
that.
shit looked terrible, man. I thought
but
he lost that fight.
He, yeah,
let me ask y'all this: Is it even if everybody expecting him to lose this fight? Is it room for
Yeah.
Rolly? Is it room for Rolly to grow? Like
yeah.
after this?
I'm telling you, his connection with his trainer is nice. Bullet, I like Bullet, the dude from LA. You see
I
the
like Bullet too. I like
exactly.
Bullet too.
He
I like
mentioned
Bullet too.
that whatever my coach tell me they do it. Like,
I like Bullet too.
and I said it before I seen it, but he said they mix karate, street fighting, and boxing. And a lot of people laugh at that, but
They
that's
was
how
laughing at that
bro.
shit. They was laughing at that shit.
Elbows, he crazy, bro. Like I'm saying, that's a dangerous fight for Tank. If you look at the Barrios fight, he got hurt in that fight. I think that was like right before he.
Mason said, hold on. Mason in the chat. We gotta go to the chat too. Mason in the chat. He says, he says real he says real boxing fans, real boxing fans, real boxing fans know. He says Bud wins against Porter. Real boxing heads know this. Wow.
I'm saying, but why we got to do that? I'm saying,
Wow.
why we got to do
That's what
that,
he
bro?
said.
We
That's what he
don't.
said. He
I'm just
said
saying,
real boxing fans. That's a
let
little
let
jab
let
out there.
let let's let Bud prove it. That's all I'm saying with Shakur, with all these guys. We seen Broner be great at 130, 135. We seen all these guys be great against average competition. This is the first fight against a guy who's on that next step up. Let's just let him prove it. That's all I'm saying. He might be that guy. I think Bud could really be that. But we gotta let him prove it. That's all I'm saying. I love how Bud carried with his family. I love how his kids in wrestling. I love how he always putting his wife out there. He always with his friends at the little
Shout
bar
out,
that
hold
they
on.
be at.
Shout out to Ohio Runs Boxing
Shout out to
for the
Ohio, my man.
donation, baby. Let's go,
Oh, what's the
baby.
deal? Shout out Ohio
Ohio
Runs
Runs
Boxing.
Boxing. Shout out,
Ohio in
man.
the building.
With the donation, man. You already know how Runs Boxing. Who you got? Porter versus Bud. That's been the topic. Jalik's picking Bud,
And
right?
Money on that. Ohio Runs Boxing, though.
You got money on Bud, right?
I got money on that. I got $300 on
All
that.
right, and
what
and,
what
and
what you
Trap, you
what you bet
got
on one of the
Porter,
betting
right?
sites? Yeah, I got Porter. What you bet on?
And let me guys tell y'all who I'm picking, because I ain't even get to tell y'all who I'm picking. I think stylistically it's a really good fight. Bud is a very calculated and it's chess, not checkers. This is very calculated, okay? Bud is going to come in there with a very, very good game plan. I really think that Sean Porter's going to come in there with a good game plan, him and his father. But I really think skills do pay the bills at the end of the day. And you guys got to have skill at the end of the day when the power's not working. And you know, when everything else is not working, what can you rely on? You can rely on skills and you can rely on heart. With both of these guys, I see no quit in both of these guys. This is gonna be a motherfucking dog fight. Both of these guys want to win. Sean Porter's coming across the water right now because he wants to win. Okay? He's one of the only PBC guys that came across this water and this big promotional thing against Top Rank and PBC that made it happen. You got to give credit where credit is due. Sean Porter could have found so many ways to not make this fight happen. He wanted this fight for a reason. I really, truly believe that Sean Porter sees something in Terrence Crawford that none of us see. And at the end of the day, I think none of that shit that Sean Porter is talking about is gonna work. I think Terrence Crawford is definitely gonna win this fight. I'm not saying I take that back. Some of the things that Sean Porter is gonna do is gonna work, but not everything, okay? Because he is gonna rough Terrence Crawford up. We all know he's gonna do that. Come on now, he's good to do that. You know he's gonna rough him up. If Sean Porter does nothing else, he's gonna rough him up. But I truly think that Terrence Crawford, this being chess, not checkers, I think he's going to use his mind. I think he's going to use his body. And I do not think he's on a downward spiral yet, which some people did think after he fought the Green Machine. Some people thought after he got dropped, he's not the same fighter. You know, he doesn't look the same and all that. I don't think any of that is true. I think Terrence Crawford will have a breakout performance, and this is a performance that Terrence Crawford desperately needs, man. What do you guys think?
Terrence Crawford, yeah, it's a rumor.
That's how I break my shit down, y'all.
His level of competition isn't there, but if you compare it to other fighters, it's almost like the same. Like Sean Porter has fought, you know, probably the toughest at competition at 147 overall, because he's especially with him fighting Crawford, but he came up short a couple times. But as far as if you
Debatables.
going down 135, then his level of competition. But I just Crawford ring. It's all about how you general in the ring. That's the first.
But
thing.
we know he was weight bullying down there. We know that. We not gonna act like he wasn't weight bullying, size bullying. We not gonna act like he wasn't size bullying down. He was fighting little ass Hank Lundy. Come on now. We not gonna come.
Womack said it. He said he wanted him. He said he really was a 140, but he wanted us to do the 135. He has to probably make weight. They admitted to it. Womack said it.
Yeah, they were size bullying, and his reach damn near is longer than every welterweight. So what all them little niggas gonna do? I don't give respect for that shit, man. I like the Posto fight. I give him respect for that. Outside of that, man, all that other shit is I don't know what Crawford is until this fight.
Yeah, you would pick if you was gonna bet like who you would actually.
But you picking Porter though, right? Right, Trap?
Yeah, but I'm not picking on. I don't care about
Why are
that
you
nigga.
picking Porter though? Why? What do you think he's gonna do? Knock him out? What do
No,
you think?
no, no.
I just really want to know what your
I think
hold on, hold
Bud.
on, hold on. I really want to know what your mind, what's
He
going
about
on
to
in
cut you, bro.
Trap
You
Media's
always cut
mind.
you off. Let him go.
I gotta know because I'm curious now.
Bud always he can't help himself. He want to show he tougher than you. He
Oh
the
my,
baddest nigga in the ring. He's going to get into a
yeah, that's
dogfight at
true.
some point. He gonna go in that
Yeah.
pocket. Y'all thinking he just gonna stay on the outside, do him like Postal, keep making a reset. At some point, he want to show that he a bigger dog than Sean Porter. And when you get baited into that fight, everything gonna break loose. I think Sean Porter gonna back him against the ropes. He gonna
Wow.
get caught with something. It's not gonna be a stoppage. I think it's gonna be a TKO.
So
I
what
think
you're
he just gonna
saying, so
overwhelm him. He
Trap,
gonna outwork him.
so
Outwork.
Trap, what you're saying is you're thinking that Bud's ego is gonna get in the way of this fight. That's what you're saying.
Yeah. The ego. I think if he's smart, he'll come out and fight.
Wow.
He'll fight like Kell Brook. You make sure you got the referee you had against Mean Machine. I mean, not Mean Machine. Jeff Horner was super biased. Make sure you got a referee that's gonna let you hold and do all that bullshit and just not let Sean Porter work on the inside.
Bro,
If you smart, he gonna do that.
Oh yeah, the referee. Yeah. The
Crawford
Yeah.
is
referee can play a big part of this. Hold on. Ohio runs boxing and crypto colors. They're in the chat. They're getting busy in the chat right now, you guys. We got to go to the chat real quick. Crypto colors says Porter is great at getting to that bag. That's what he is doing. He's working like he should, and he's not scared, but Bud wins. Wow. Ohio runs. Huh? What'd you say? What'd you
Why
say?
nobody try to adjust like Bud ain't try to duck this fight?
that's a
I'm not,
Oh,
this is what I'm gonna say. I made this.
what?
I'm one of the key pieces in making this fight happen. I was the first one going
let
back
me
and
let
forth.
me look at your old tweets, bro, because this dude had a fight with he had a fight with Manny. He's gonna embarrass. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think with this Crawford fight, and then he probably fight 2 other times, and he gonna retire because you already can see he fought everybody. Man,
Hold
I
on.
Who
like
you talking about?
Let me go to
how he
Ohio
retires
runs
soon, bro.
boxing says real boxing fans thought Mike Tyson would beat Buster Douglas. Real boxing fans thought
Right,
Manny would beat Ugas. Real boxing
right,
fans thought AJ would beat Ruiz. My point is,
right.
let the flight play out.
Nah, that's
That's
not
what I'm
that's
talking
not
about.
how it
That's
is.
what I'm
That's
talking about.
predicted.
Talk that talk.
Whoa.
Talk that talk.
This is how
Oh,
we talk.
okay.
This is how you talk sports. You give your
Okay.
opinion. Everybody do that. This
Okay.
is how you talk when you talk sports.
Okay. Okay.
And we say let the fight
Okay.
play out.
Ohio
This
runs
is what we gonna
boxing.
talk about. It's not.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like
Okay.
yeah. No, but damn, yeah, but we gotta stop.
But a lot, but
We
let
do
me
gotta
say
not.
this though,
Bud tried to
Ohio
avoid this
runs
fight.
boxing. Let me say this. A lot of those
right.
were big upsets that you named too.
This
Hey,
wouldn't be a big
I'm
upset
just
though.
putting
I
that
mean,
up there. I'm putting that out there. I'm just putting that
to
out there. A lot of those were big upsets.
a lot of people saying Bud gonna stop Porter, but if Porter won, to core boxing fans, this wouldn't be a big. Y'all wouldn't be shocked with y'all. Y'all would be like, Sean Porter is a hell of a nigga
I
though.
would be
It'll,
shocked.
it'll
I
put
would
him in the
be
Hall of
shocked.
Fame. I'll tell you that. This
I
will be a
would be.
big. I'll be happy for him if he actually won because I like what he do and I just like the way he
I
carry himself.
listen.
Just to put him in the Hall of Fame.
He not
Listen.
right now.
I would be shocked. Listen, I would be
No,
shocked
not
right now,
really.
you guys,
I-
if Bud Crawford gets stopped by Porter. That would
Now,
shock me.
that'd
That
be.
would shock me. But
Did
that
y'all hear
could
what Osman said?
listen. Trap Media has a point. Listen, Trap Media has a point. Trap Media has a point when he says that Crawford's ego could have Sean Porter fucking testing that chin all night. It could possibly ice Terrence Crawford for getting his ego too big. Sean Porter has the power to put Bud down. Mind you, Terrence Crawford is coming from 140, not Sean Porter.
So what?
I
He
I
been at
think,
welterweight for 3 years, bro.
but Bud is bigger than Sean Porter though. I said
I just seen him yesterday. He had Jordans on. I
I
mean,
don't
he
think. No,
on
I
the
don't.
same
I don't.
thing
I
bigger
don't. I
than
don't
me,
think Terrence.
but
You think Terrence is bigger than
listen.
Sean?
He look like I'm
What?
gonna tell you a little secret, bro. And I don't
That's
want to switch
crazy.
the subject. You still live in Virginia, Corey?
Yeah, I'm right near DC now.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'm
though.
telling you, somebody that's from Virginia silver medalist. Him and his two brothers was there yesterday. Keyshawn Davis. Now, Keyshawn Davis will have a real good chance to beat Shakur. And looking at him, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. The dude looked like a welterweight, bro. He looked like he do a lot of pull-ups. He looked real strong. His brother is much taller, but Keyshawn Davis is one of them under 25 guys that him and Shakur, and when he right after he made weight, they walk by each other. They say, "I want to spar you." That's like they want to spar each other. But Shakur looked like he had a lot of weight to lose. I'm like, he looked face looked something, but Keyshawn Davis, but Crawford is bigger than what people realize. He's just not as tall, but he got those long ass arms.
He taller than Porter. Did y'all see the press conference when they stood face to face?
He taller.
Nah, who do you think hey Chad Mitty, you think Terrence is bigger than Sean too?
Sean short, bro.
Yeah. Sean can really fight at Sean can fight at 140.
I know Sean is short though. I do know that.
Yeah, him and Tiafimo got the same dimensions as far as arm length, body
build.
build.
Let me ask you guys this. If Terrence Crawford wins, which a lot of people, not all, but a lot of people think he will win because Terrence the favorite going into this fight. If Terrence Crawford wins, like a lot of people think, how does the Earl Spence versus Bud Crawford fight go down, y'all? I gotta know before we get off.
To be honest with you, I don't talk about that no more. I don't. That's done. Bro.
But I'm just saying right now. Who's the bigger guy too? Who's the bigger guy?
I think they size about the same. I don't.
When I seen that video, when they did that video, and they were both in the same video, I think that Earl Spence was a lot bigger than Terrence. That's what I thought.
But that's because Earl not disciplined though. At that point, that's when he was blowing up in weight and going up to 190 and all that shit. But
you're right.
The one thing I love about Crawford and I love about Sean Porter, they don't cheat the sport. Even when it's off season, they like LeBron. LeBron always investing all that money in his body, staying in the gym, all that. When James Harden, them guys getting fat, Earl like a James Harden. He kicking it, strip, all that, getting big and all that. Respect to him, love what he do. But I'm just saying, he more of a James Harden than a LeBron. When it's Bud and Sean Porter is more.
That's a good point.
LeBron. So that's what I respect about Bud. That's what I'm saying. I respect Bud. I'm not a Bud hater. I respect. I'm just one of them. You gotta prove. I gotta see you. I can't give LeBron flowers for beating the Kings. I can't give you flowers for a point guard tournament without Kyrie, Steph Curry, Dame Lillard, and you went through Mike Conley and just some average point guards. I can't give you that just because you unified in the average division. That don't mean shit to me. That's just okay, nigga. I don't give a fuck.
Did you see what he just said on Twitter like an hour ago? He said, "I need to fight for a title next. Tune-up fights are for guys who are unsure of themselves." He sound confident. Maybe
Who said that?
Earl Spence. He said tune-ups is
he don't have. But he still has the belts, don't he? What are you talking about?
He said he won a title next. So his title.
He should fight for the IBO. He should fight for the IBO.
You've been following Homeboy complaining. You on Twitter, Corey? He complaining.
No, I ain't on Twitter. What happened? I'm not on Twitter.
What's up with Ugas, bro? Like, I get it, you want to do it, but what he's sitting there complaining, he should be able to.
Ohio runs boxing. My bad.
Ohio runs
boxing. Ohio runs boxing.
What's going on, my brother?
I didn't see you in the chat, man.
No, it's good, man. Y'all cooking, man.
What's going on?
What's going on, Ohio? How you doing, bro?
Man, it's all good, man. I love listening to knowledgeable guys talk about the sport. Y'all nailed it. Y'all been breaking it down to the T, man. But I actually agree with Crawford being the favorite. I'm picking my Ohio guy, but Crawford got all the tools. But a lot of people, I've been in this sport for a long time. We say skills pay the bills, but sometimes lack of discipline gets you evicted. And
yeah.
Yeah.
Get you evicted.
Yes.
Over the years.
Hold on.
Hey, yo, Corey, you the king of cutting your own people off.
But hold on, I just gotta say this one thing. I lie, Mikey Garcia. Am I lying?
No.
Right. Ohio runs boxing. Isn't that what you're getting at too?
Absolutely. I could go farther. I can go back. Ricardo Martinez.
Go ahead.
Ricardo
My bad.
Mayorga
Go ahead.
didn't have the skill set. He was a little sloppy. He couldn't even throw straight punches. But he beat Vernon Forrest twice, who was the more skilled fighter,
I agree.
who
Yeah.
who also beat Sugar Shane Mosley back to back in rematches. So it's a style. Sometimes it's the style. It's not always the skill, and sometimes it's the will. Which I like this fight for Sean Porter because y'all already
I hope
dealt it.
it's a good fight, man. I like to see people get challenged. It's one of my
Right.
favorites. I don't really like to see people just dominate all easy. Like even with Shakur, I'm like, bro, I want to see you fight somebody that like. I just like to see high level, not no blowouts like that.
Right, and I think what's so great about this fight with Terrence Crawford, you already know that how they both were disciplined outside the ring. But with Sean Porter, his favorite fighter is Marvin Hagler, and they have so many similarities when it comes to their mindset. You hit them, they're going to keep coming. I remember Marvin Hagler talked about that with Tommy Hearns. Tommy hit him with his right hand, and Marvin said, he hit me with his best shot. I knew the fight was over then. I've been saying he hit me with the best shot. He said, I knew the fight was over then because I was going to keep pack. He was determined. Sean has a mindset like that. If y'all notice knockdowns, he gets knocked down by Earl. He has a quick recovery rate that no one talked about. He gets up, shakes it off, and he looks at Earl and said, come on, let's go.
Same with Broner. He won the next round.
Right. Those are the guys you don't really want to take rematches with. Brian Castano and Jamel Charlo, he hit a guy. When you hit somebody and they keep coming forward, you start thinking twice about that rematch. That's just how it is, man.
That's true. That's very true. That's why I said that about Anthony Joshua and Usyk. That's why when I said Usyk dominated him, like I said 3 years ago, what he was gonna do. We ain't gonna get on that shit. We ain't gonna get on that shit. That's a whole other subject. But
yeah,
I'm just saying, mentally, Joshua is that's why he always said, Joshua said, and mind you, Joshua said he would never switch trainers, and he said that he was going to keep his trainer until the end of his career. He said that in 2 fights ago when he lost to Andy Ruiz. Now look at him shopping now.
Facts.
Look at him. Look at him. I know what the fuck I'm talking about, man. 3 years ago, I said this shit, man. And I'm just saying the mental thing on how it runs boxing is what you mean. And that has a play in this sport of boxing. Jaleel the Leader and Trap Media. You guys got to take that into accountability when you guys are picking these fights. Who been in the most wars? Who got through them wars? Sean Porter is battle tested and he's still coming. You got to give him credit. You got to give him credit, man.
And I think everybody.
Who's got the better? Let me ask you guys this: who's got the better resume, Sean Porter or Terrence Crawford at welterweight?
Without question, Sean Porter. Like Sean Porter should be on a pound for pound list.
Okay.
Sean Porter should be on a pound for pound list because if we compare guys' losses on the pound for pound list to Sean Porter lost to better competition than Lomachenko. Lomachenko lost to a 14-fight Teofimo, and he lost to Salido. Sean Porter lost to elite Kell Brook, elite Keith Thurman, and elite Errol Spence. How he not pound for pound for having classics with 2 of the 3? And he fought everybody.
That's a little tough too to even get. It depends on how you look at these fighters after they win.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Because for me personally, I actually been saying this for the last about year and a half now that Errol Spence's best win is Sean Porter based on what Sean did after he lost. Kell Brook became the Buster Douglas of the welterweight division with only 1 win, which wasn't even that impressive with the Sean. He held, and then Mikey Garcia at 147. At 147, he fought Jesse Vargas. He didn't look good. He's 2-1, and
I had Vargas winning it.
Yeah, I did too. And some people still had him, but I felt he lost. But my point is what you do to make after your fight, after your losses.
But let me ask you guys this: do you guys think you guys contest Errol Spence?
Who?
Do you guys think you're doing this? You guys contest Errol Spence?
I think they similar. Like they styles is very similar.
Because see how Ohio runs I just want to throw this out there real quick. You see how Ohio runs boxing broke that down and said that, and I'm just saying that people being tested and stuff like that. Can you guys test Errol Spence? What do you guys think? I'm gonna let you guys burn.
Yeah, I think off a long layoff, off eye injury, I just think the styles is very similar. Prior to all this, Earl just had a little bit more, but I think it's still a good fight. I think it's definitely still a test. but I would favor Earl, but I wouldn't be surprised with all the circumstances going on now with the surgeries and everything like that. I wouldn't be surprised if Ugas won, but I think it would be a close, like a split decision or something. But I would definitely favor Earl.
What do
Yeah.
you think? What do you think Ohio runs boxing and Jaleel the leader? What do you
Yeah.
guys think?
I think
Earl Spence versus you guys. Can he test him? Can he test him?
Absolutely. I think because of the style, like he just said, Ugas fights in the high guard. He's the only Cuban I know that comes in with a high guard and trying to walk all his opponents down. He gets hit. He's there to be hit. Earl, to me personally, is not this devastating puncher that people tried to make it out to be. He can hurt you with accumulation of punches. This is where the hype went in through sparring stories and him fighting Chris Algieri and Lamont Peterson. When you fighting guys who can't punch, you're supposed to walk them down, just like we seen tonight with Shakur Stevenson. You walk these guys down. It's not taking no credit away from Earl Spence, but I think with him and Ugas, it would be an almost phone booth type of guy where he's going to the body, ripping him. I think he could beat Ugas because Ugas is there to be hit. Ugas is not making a lot of people miss as much. So he would definitely compete with Earl, but I still think Earl would get the edge in that fight.
What do you think, Jaleel the leader?
I'll say 7'5", 8'4", Earl.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. But he does go to the body. He does have some physical strength. I think he still work with Memo Heredia. But right now he can just complaining too much. And I know you talk about upset alert. Stanionis is very game. Don't be surprised if it's a draw or he beat.
Yeah. Oh, he do got to fight him next.
But let me chop on that real quick.
Wow.
I heard y'all said about Ugas complaining and crying. I said the same thing. Ugas got Al Heyman in his corner. If you really feel like the WBA is disrespecting you, then drop the belt. You got to win with Manny Pacquiao, right? A lot of people talk about these belts, the belts. Floyd Mayweather has shown you the blueprint that you don't need the belts. You have the money to go for the money. You have a win over Manny Pacquiao. That is your currency right there. That's what you stand on. The WBA is going to try to make you fight this guy who you're coming off a Manny Pacquiao win, and you got to fight.
And hold on, Ohio Run Boxing, and a tough fight. See, a lot of people don't understand. You're going from a tough fight in Manny Pacquiao. Did you guys see you guys' face? You're going from a tough fight to another tough fight. These are not easy fights that you guys are in. And then he fought Sean Porter. Look at his face against Sean Porter. Look at his face against Sean Porter. Look at his face against the last fighter he had just fought. Fact. You know, how do you think this young? How do you think this young hungry? Listen, how do you think this young hungry lion that he's ready to fight, Sordanius or whatever his name is? I seen him fight. He's never been a world champion. This is big for him and his country. So you think he gonna just come in this you guys fight and just roll over?
That's why Ugas need to worry about it. Man. I think he let that belt get to his head in a super chamber, like he was gonna get.
And that dude undefeated.
Weird, bro. Somebody need to really talk to him.
Let me say this real quick. I think Ugas' big issue, what he know, and I think will separate the good and the great. When Earl fight Ocampo, treated just like he fighting one of the elite guys. Ugas tend to fight down the competition, and I think that's what separates the good and great. And I think he know that
exactly.
And that's what I'm worried about.
But that has to do with your trainer. That's where your trainer comes
that's the
in
person.
and say you not fighting. I seen you fight like that. I seen you fight like that in sparring. You can fight better than that.
Now that's the person too.
But
Sean Porter sometimes do that too, bro.
A Hall of Fame trainer and a good trainer can bring a good fighter to a great fighter. I don't care. That's what a trainer does.
That's psychological, bro. Tyson Fury does it.
All right.
Even Porter does it a little bit.
No, I don't think Porter do it. I think the Granados fight, he broke his hand. In the Ugas fight, he didn't want to. He knew Ugas was the bigger guy, so he wanted to box. The Danny fight, he wanted to box. In the Formella fight, he was trying to box. So sometimes Sean Porter is trying a different style to add to his game against a lesser fighter. With some basketball teams might try some different shit against a lesser team before they implement it against a good team.
I ain't gonna be surprised, bro. And they already with Richard Schaefer. They trying to grow their brand internationally.
And Al Heyman probably talked to Richard Schaefer and like, boom, let's make it happen.
Hey,
And he owns the fight. That
hey,
pay.
hey, guys, this is man. Listen, this is a business move. I think Al Heyman should do with Ugas, when it comes to these belts. Okay, I would feel. I understand we hardcores. We want to see great fights. Me personally, if I'm Al Heyman, I've already seen him move like this. He made Peter Quillen strip the belt when he was mandated to fight somebody.
I remember that. I remember that.
He also made Danny Garcia.
I think he was supposed to fight Billy. He was supposed to. Peter Quillen was supposed to fight
Mike Lee or somebody.
He was
but he made him. And
he was ready to fight somebody.
It was Korobov, I believe.
Korobov, and then Danny Garcia versus.
That's who it was. Korobov. But look what Korobov did to Charlo. They knew what the fuck they was doing.
Right,
they dropped that belt. They knew because they knew Korobov was a monster at that time.
But this is my point, though. This is what I'm trying to get at.
Was it worth the belt, though?
Danny Garcia vacated the belt for Victor Posto in the mandatory match.
I remember that.
Sometimes you don't have to give those up-and-comer monsters a
chance.
Opportunity to get off of you. You can drop the belt.
Earl just said he only want to fight for a title. For him to give up the belt, he ain't gonna get the Earl fight.
Oh no! Okay, hold on. Now you put the pressure on Earl. Now you only want to fight for the belt. Okay, now you can fight Lennon. They're gonna fight for a vacant belt. You trying to fight on pay-per-view. You trying to make the big money. Everybody ain't gonna see this fight anybody
that's another thing too, Ohio. Like and the rest of you guys on the panel, like how do you guys think this guy has went from fighting Manny Pacquiao going against all odds to fucking losing to this no name? This is a big deal. This is a big fucking deal. This is a big fight for you guys' career. This is a huge fight for you guys' career.
Bro, he don't got to fight
for you guys' career.
Who is he? He sat out a whole year.
I think Ohio runs boxing got a point.
No, this is no. Listen, this is what I'm saying. Ugas, he has the Manny win, guys. It's not if Earl want to fight for the belt, go ahead and fight for the vacant. They gonna fight for a vacant because if Ugas dropped that belt,
what vacant belt?
Gonna make money. I'm talking about the WBA. If he
it's the tournament. He got to fight Jamal James and Butayev winner.
Is that what they said?
Yeah, it's a 4-man tournament. Yeah.
Oh, that's even worse.
What's a 4-man?
They trying to consolidate all the WBA belts, so they make him super champion.
But listen. Ain't no if he got the win with Manny, he has the right to try to get the big fight. People gonna want to see Ugas and Earl now coming off that big win. Ugas has a little buzz. He has momentum. He already has 4 losses, guys.
Why not fight Manny Onus, get that extra payday, and then the fight with Homeboy? Like I don't understand. Like Homeboy's eye ain't even healed up yet.
Let me ask y'all this. Let me ask y'all this real quick. Do y'all think that Al Heyman is possibly trying to get, because he knows Spence he want a unification, but do y'all think Al Heyman is kind of going with the WBA on this to kind of get Spence some tune-ups in between?
Richard Schaefer is real cool with each other. Stanley Onus is signed to Richard Schaefer, Pro Bellum. They just opened up a couple weeks ago. They also got Regis Prograde. And they their goal is to be international with their shit. They just linked up with people in Venezuela. So Wayne is, I think that's the Eastern European. It's a business, and Ugas doesn't really understand that. You know what I'm saying? Cuban fighters, if you notice, they never have fights in Miami for them. They don't really care about Cuban fighters in that sense. And with him, he don't got the charisma. He don't sell the ticket. It's a business. I mean, that's the way
I'm with you on that. That's
just the way it is. So they don't care. He don't get it. That's why I say he don't go the extra mile to get these close decisions too. Like I say, Stanley Onus is I'm telling you, bro.
He is a live dog.
Play around like
Stanley
Onus.
The one fight was close with what was the other dude who beat Crawford in the amateurs? Was it was it Jamal?
He knocked out Ray Robinson. You talking about
no. Ugas had just recently. It was like 2 fights ago. Ugas fought. It was a black dude because both of them beat Crawford in the amateurs. That was like part of the promotion. But that was a close fight. I forgot dude's name.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, we got 2 in Ohio that didn't beat him. So Crawford got a couple.
Who was it? Who beat him? I know Ray Robinson beat him.
Miguel
Gonzalez and Mike Evans from out of Dayton, Ohio.
Where you from? Where you from in Ohio, Robots?
I'm from Youngstown, but I live in Columbus.
Oh, Youngstown. Okay. Oh, you in 614?
Yep.
So how it runs boxing? How do you feel about like? Do you really think that Sean Porter can like really win this fight? And can you think he win by knockout against Crawford?
People, I hear certain people say knockouts. I've never seen Porter really knock out an elite guy, so I don't go by what I don't go by stuff I don't see, man. I'm a realist. I'm rooting for him, but I'm a realist, and some people, that's why people respect me, because I'm Team Ohio, but I'm the realist. I'm gonna tell y'all this. I'm gonna use this logic, and I think y'all all understand this one with this breakdown. Sean Porter is one of those type of guys that when you come over your house and you playing Mortal Kombat or Street Fighter and he just start pressing all the buttons and he don't know how to play the game and he's struggling, you are so mad because this dude
You
is not
can't get your rhythm. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. You can't get your rhythm. You like your special moves ain't working.
Yeah,
You like, hold
yeah.
on, what the
bro, and
fuck?
all he doing is he's
Your
smiling and you
go-to
get
move and
mad.
shit.
Get
Listen,
this nigga out of here, man.
right, and then your boys there, they like, ooh, this cat
Man,
is
what the fuck
Yeah,
is he
yeah,
doing, man?
you
that's
getting
true.
pissed off. Now you really getting pissed off because you know
Yeah,
you can beat this dude. But
yeah.
that's Sean Porter. Sean is not the guy that you think he is. When you get in the ring, it's totally different.
Oh my
It's
goodness.
totally different, guys. I've been around here. I've been watching him since the amateurs, guys. He is not easy to prepare for. Sean Crawford got the skills, and what y'all just said earlier, y'all touched on it because I know y'all shit. He get
That's
missed.
why this fight is so good, though, man. Not to
Yep.
cut you off, but that's why this fight is so fucking good, man. Because the more you talk about Ohio, the more that Sean Porter
I was
is
fight,
unorthodox.
the tickets
Like
is
he's just so out of like
to
he's
go to
just
that
so
fight.
unique with his style.
It
He's so
is.
unique with his style, man. I
It
feel like
fits him.
there's no welterweight that's really like Sean Porter. If you think about it, y'all, what welterweight in the division is like Sean Porter?
He
I
different.
mean, he gave Danny Garcia
The
problems. I'm
closest
not
one
gonna
was
lie.
Felix Diaz.
You
Felix
know,
Diaz
I'm
had an
not gonna
aggressive
lie.
style, but he was
No,
tall.
I
But they
think
never.
I think Bundu and
And
Maidana was the
Danny
closest.
Garcia
Maidana
got an
just had
awkward
power.
style.
But you know what?
Huh?
Madonna
What
did
did
the
you
same
say? What did
thing.
you say,
Go ahead.
Trap?
I said I think Bundu and Maidana was the closest, but Maidana just had power, more power.
Ooh.
Yep.
Ooh.
And you know, with Terrence Crawford, he gets
But
a
does
little
Sean
upset.
Porter have that power though, y'all?
No, I think he got the rough power, the elbow, the head to make it. He got a lot of stuff he can throw in
Body
there.
punches when he
But
lands.
does he have that power? Does he have that
It's not
power
I,
necessarily
for
always
Terrence
just straight
Crawford
power. It's
to
like how you
respect
set it
him?
up, things like
To
that.
no, well,
respect him.
yeah, he definitely gonna respect. When I say
To
TKO, I'm talking
respect
about
him.
a Birdo style. I think it's going once he get in that pocket,
Are
eventually
you
he gonna
saying
get him
Bud
towards
is
that
weak?
work.
You saying Bud don't got no heart?
No,
Trap.
no, I ain't saying, but Birdo got hurt. We know that Birdo got hurt, but I just think Sean Porter is a bigger dog. Only thing I would be really worried about, I want the ref. If I'm Sean Porter, I keep telling them get that referee from that Gallimore Leon Lawson fight because he did not let them hold, and Leon Lawson almost got a penalty like in the second round
Crawford
for trying
hold?
to hold dude.
Hold, bro. He's strong, bro.
I think
Yeah.
I think I think he gonna try to hold. I
Yeah,
think if he's smart, he gonna try to hold.
try to hold. He ain't even allow it.
I would be
He
surprised
physically strong, bro.
if Crawford tries to hold. I would be really,
Yeah, he
really
don't really
surprised.
hold like that. He different.
He was
That'll hurt.
he was holding Jeff Horn. He was holding Jeff Horn. The referee let him go.
Damn.
Bully Jeff Horn, bro. He's
So
strong.
that's what I'm saying. So how it runs boxing, man. Before we head out, man, what do you think? I just really want to get your what you think about this this whole 135-pound thing. Have you been watching what's been going on at 135 pounds? And who do you think's the best at 135 pounds, my brother?
Man, I like it's
He's like, where do I start?
yeah, man,
It's a lot of shit going on at 135, you guys. Come on now, Trap Media, Jalik Delita, ain't Ohio runs boxing. Come on, that's one of the hottest divisions right now. Come on
it
now.
is. I think Devin is, but he hasn't. Like I said, he got to prove himself, and I heard he got the fight coming up at on December. Am I correct?
Mm-hmm.
With JoJo, is that confirmed?
Yeah, December
Uh
3rd. December
December
3rd, I think.
December 3rd, yeah.
Yeah, he has the fight coming up, man. He has to put on a performance like Shakur did. I think we get to the point where you can have a belt and still be ducked, and that's a problem in our sport, man. When you got Demetrius Andredes sitting there, and I understand the business, you got to be able to be entertained, but
Yeah.
for you to have a belt and they mandated Ron Garcia and JoJo but and they're interns. Like what? Like how y'all mandate them two to fight when Devin had a belt, and then like the boxing guys somehow Ryan get hurt, and now he getting the fight. It shouldn't be like that. You know what I mean? It shouldn't be like that. But I think Devin right now and Lomachenko, I still like Lomo. I still like Lomo, man. I think
Or you still think Lomo can make a splash in the division? You think that was a real close fight though?
with Tio, yeah. I felt like
Razor thin.
people kept saying that Tio was dictating it and Lomo wasn't letting his hands go. I said, no, I think that was part of
No.
the game plan. I thought that was part of the game plan, like Danny Garcia and Lamont Peterson, Deontay Wilder against Ortiz. He was down like 7 rounds. They let sometimes the rounds go, and then that's part of their game plan. You know what I mean? So that's how sometimes boxing works. So I think it'll be totally different. But Lomo and Devin is up there, for sure right now, in my opinion.
Where do you see Tank at in the division?
Tank at 140 though. Tank right now is my thing with Tank is Floyd is doing a great thing, and I just talked about that earlier. Don't care about the belts. Do what they did with Mike Tyson. He is the product. Get the knockouts. You're gonna win casuals. Tank Davis, what he's doing right now, guys, it's like Tank is the fake pair of Jordans. If I can get people to be impressed with fake Jordans, why do I have to go get real belts? Why do I have to go get real Jordans when these girls is impressed with my fake ass J's?
Man, Tank can Trap Media. Tank can fight fucking Joe Blow. And I mean, I think at this point, I'm being honest with you guys. I'm telling both of you guys what I know and what I've seen, and I'm being a realist. I'm not dick riding any fighter. I'm just being honest with you guys. Tank Davis can fight fucking Joe Blow and sell out an arena. At this point, I think he's starting to get to that point. I'm just being honest.
Yep.
I'm just being honest.
That's a fact.
But Tank Pop
Do y'all
culture.
agree? Do y'all both agree on that?
Tank Pop culture, when he start fucking with Herbo Baby Mama, already being an associate.
Chill, bro. Chill.
No, he telling the truth, bro.
No. I'm just saying that's how you get big in today's culture, because you're gonna be on the shade room. He in a fight with the girl at the basketball game. Him and Moneybag Yo going back and forth. Like Tank is looked at like a rapper. He not looked at like being associated with Floyd.
Oh.
So Tank bigger than boxing. That's what Tank is bigger than boxing.
You nailed it on the head, because I was telling this with Terrence Crawford. Terrence is not a superstar, but he's known. But he never crossed over with any of the hip hop stars. Andre Ward never did it either, and that's why they wasn't the star. You have to be able to cross over, like Broner.
Yeah.
Broner come out with rappers.
But let me ask you guys this: do you guys think that Tank Davis is pay-per-view from this point on, from the rest of his career?
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. Because even people that don't know him, they be like that little light-skinned nigga to be with Floyd.
So he'll never go back to regular TV or anything like that.
No.
It'll be the pay-per-view format for the rest of Gervonta Davis' career. Assuming he wins.
He has to keep. My thing is he's
got to keep winning, though, right?
He has to keep by knockout. It's all about
performance. Oh, by knockout. Oh, it's got to be with the caveat.
In my opinion, I think if he get knocked, if he start to do going the distance with certain people, they want to see knockouts. Casuals that don't know really the sport, they want to see people get knocked out. It's one of the most uncomfortable things for me is to try to explain to casuals the sweet signs. You can't fail sweet signs to people who don't know boxing. They're like, what the fuck? They went 12 rounds. He only pit pat. He ain't what lateral movement, bruh. Man,
but I'm gonna just be honest, man. Let me tell y'all both this. Trap Media, this goes for you too, man. The way Gervonta Davis set up that fucking uppercut against Leo Santa Cruz scares me against a lot of these guys in this division, because he calculated that, man. That was calculated. And that was vicious. That wasn't one of those, I'm throwing this uppercut just to get your attention. I'm throwing this uppercut to knock you the fuck out cold. You're not getting up after this joint. You can tell by the veracity he put in that punch.
Facts.
And it's just like that right there with the power and the skill set scares me. Oh, and he's a southpaw, y'all. My bad.
A real southpaw. Nah, he a real southpaw.
Wow. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. So when I told people that Gervonta Davis is the best at the division that he's at, 135 or 140, people looked at me and laughed. But now look at them. Now they're starting to really catch the wave. I said this about Gervonta Davis 2 years ago when him and Deontay Wilder was beefing. Remember when he said that shit about Deontay Wilder?
Yeah.
Come on now, man. I got
Let me
receipts for this shit.
let me ask you this, Corey. Who or both of y'all? How y'all? Because I look at it like this. I think it's kind of like 54. I would have T.O. slightly favored over Tank because I think he a bigger version. I think Loma beats everybody
But
except
Trap.
Tank.
But Trap, Ohio runs boxing. T.O.'s a problem though, man. I'm gonna be honest, man. T.O.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
telling you, man.
That's
T.O.'s
why I
a
favor.
problem.
Let him finish. Let him finish though.
Oh,
Corey, let me hear
good,
what he
good.
said. Let me hear. Let me answer his question.
No.
Good.
I was saying I think it's kind of like 54. I would have T.O. slightly favored over Tank because I think he a bigger version of Tank. I just like Tank inside game a little more. I would have Loma beating everybody but Tank. And how y'all see T.O. and Tank is pretty much what I'm saying. But I think
Whew.
Loma can stop. But I think Loma can stop T.O. in the rematch though. But I think Tank stopped Loma.
Oh, I don't know.
Lomo, you
I don't
think
know about
Lomo?
Lomo can stop.
Hold on. Rewind that fucking back, dude. What
Yeah,
the fuck did you,
if they
Trap
run it
Head?
back, if they
What
run
the
it,
fuck did you just say?
absolutely. If they, I'm known as a Loma hater,
I
but
don't know. You're fumbling words. I don't know what's going on right now. This
if
shit
they run
sounds
it
fumbled
back,
to me right now. I don't
if
know.
they run it back, I got Loma putting the pressure on the gas early. He not gonna wait. He coming out aggressive, and on that inside, T.O. is very suspect. Go back and watch that fight and look if he almost got stopped on the inside. He don't know how to clinch.
But why didn't Lomo do it the first fight then?
I was favoring T.O. I'm saying he didn't start early.
Chill.
He
You
was nervous
paused on
early.
that.
No,
You
no, no. He
paused
was
on
nervous.
that. You
No,
didn't
he
know
was
what to
nervous.
do.
I'm not a Loma fan. He didn't start early, but I think second fight he coming out aggressive early.
If Lomo could have, Lomo would have. I'm just being honest, man. I'm just calling a spade a spade. He had those same fucking problems against Salido. Let's not forget, it's the same guy, same dad, same trainer. How can you learn but so much? He's with the same guy. They do the same shit. That's why I love when Tyson Fury switches trainers. He learns more when he switches trainers. He's trying to constantly learn, constantly evolve, constantly change. Look at fucking Anthony Joshua. That's how Usyk goes from trainer to trainer. He doesn't have a real set in stone trainer. Usyk doesn't know. Come on, man. Come on now, man. And
You know,
a lot of these fighters are
I
not
like T.O.
defensive responsible. A lot of these fighters are not defensively responsible enough to rely on their skills. They need a trainer to help them out. Floyd Mayweather didn't really need a trainer because he already systematically knew what he was going to do. A lot of these other fighters need trainers, man.
hey Corey, ain't that crazy though? This is what I said earlier
Shit, man.
about the belts, right? I said, the belts is not really that important if you really can't sell. We talking about all these good fighters from 135 to 140, right? Not once did we mention the undisputed champion, Josh Taylor. That's a problem. That's a
But you know
problem.
why? The reason why we ain't bring him up? Because he's talking about fighting somebody else. And that Josh Taylor versus Regis Progress fight was razor thin. Was razor thin. How can I give a unified champion or the undisputed champion credit when he barely got by this dude, man?
I mean, but
I
I
thought
think
Regis won that fight.
But listen,
Am I the
it's still
only one?
competitive. It's
Am I the
competitive.
only
It's
one?
competitive.
Yeah, I had Taylor.
I
I
had
had
Taylor.
Regis winning.
I had Taylor winning, but my point is he got
Yeah.
4 belts and no one cares. That's my point. Tank is being created. It's becoming a star.
Going to bed. You said, yeah, I mean, but you guys got to
Yep.
understand, man, the way the way Josh Taylor is, I think Josh Taylor is custom fit for T.O., man. T.O.'s got way too much movement for him. Way too much movement. And I just think T.O. does the numbers on Josh Taylor and stops him because Josh Taylor will throw with you. That's one thing I respect of Josh Taylor. This white dude to throw with you, man, like he going out on his shield, bro. Straight up. And I can respect that, man. But I feel like, Regis had enough. I feel like Regis might not have had enough power to stop him, but I feel like he hurt him in that fight. I feel like he definitely hurt him. And I feel like with skill, and that's why I say Gervonta Davis and T.O. are so dangerous because they got skill and they got power, real power. That we see right now, you guys, that can move. Okay. Gervonta can go from 130 and have power, 135 and have power, 140 and have power. I mean, you guys got to understand that's hard to do in this day and age.
I'm gonna give you one before I get out of here. I'm gonna give y'all one name too that I think that's gonna probably be a big fight for Tank. But it's gonna be a big question mark because of who he signed with. He's out of Ohio. I don't know if y'all familiar with my guy, man. It's Montana Love. He signed with Magic.
Yeah. I know him. Yup.
And
Yeah,
he's
from
at
Cleveland.
he's at 140.
But he almost lost on fucking he almost lost on showboxing. I wasn't real. I don't know if he if he got rid of his old trainer, but he did not look good on one of them showbox cards. I thought he actually lost that fight, I think.
Yeah.
It was one of those fights. I can't remember who he fought.
No, I remember who you talking about. It was Kenneth Hill who got a couple. He just got an upset when Kenneth is not a bad fighter though. So
okay.
Yeah, Kenneth Hill. I think it's Kenneth Hill out of Chicago.
So you seen that fight?
Yes, sir.
Who you think won that fight?
I'm with you. I thought Montana got escaped with a draw. He was more fatigued. It was more he wasn't in shape.
Yup, it was fatigued.
Yeah. He was fatigued.
He had some good sparring with Tank though.
Oh yeah,
he did.
Yeah. I'm gonna tell you what happened with the Tank though. The Tank was getting ready for a fight, and this is so funny because I tell people all the time, Montana is not about to mess up the bag. Tank has a reputation of trying to get serious and really take it there when other people come in to help you spar and get ready for a fight. It was similar to it's similar to what happened to Jared Anderson and Tyson Fury. People was like, Jared did not come out and sparring, and there's some things happening in that sparring where Jared went too hard. I'm gonna put it like that. He messed up the bag the first time. And
Jared who? What you mean? What happened?
Jared Anderson.
Big Bay from Toledo.
Jared Anderson did what?
Knocked out Tyson Fury in sparring.
He did?
Yeah. You heard about that?
Is that real though? Is that conclusive? Is that like seriously real?
Let me tell you what happened because I got the connects here. I actually thought it was a troll. I thought it was just fake news until
that's what I thought it was.
Right, until I got phone calls while Jared eating cereal, in the morning, and said, "Oh no, that really happened." Now Jared denied it in public, and I was telling people because they kept telling me, "Oh yeah, Jared denied it." I said, "No, I got confirmation that happened." And I said, also, he's not supposed to talk about
sparring. Yeah.
Didn't do it. He beat up Broner. He denied it for years.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Guys, that's not a good look.
That's
talk
not
about a guy that's paying you.
And you know what? That's what I just want to say is one thing that a lot of these guys, Trap Media and Ohio Runs Boxing, man. A lot of these guys fuck up sparring, and they can never be trusted in certain sparring camps, and they'll never be welcomed again.
Fact.
Because of that shit, man. Yep. That shit is fucked up because at the end of the day, they're trying to help you, nigga.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like, don't do that shit, dog. That's fucked up.
And did you see Big Baby did tweet? He did tweet recently. You will be surprised what I did to some of your favorite fighters.
Right? Ain't that
Who said that? Who said that?
Jared Anderson, Big Baby.
Hey, I heard listen. I said something about him after watching his fight against that Russian guy. I wasn't too big on Jared Anderson, but now that we're on that subject, dude, I think he's pretty good, man. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yeah, I mean that whole area he from that I think he from South Side too. But Toledo, they got a lot of boxers in the pros right now. So I mean,
but heavyweights though,
we
this
got
is unique.
Heavyweights. We got a couple.
This is unique though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he fights like a 147 welterweight from Ohio, the Midwest, man. It's crazy.
Hey, look, before we head out, I just want to ask y'all, man, about the heavyweight division real quick. I just since we're both here right now, I know how it runs boxing. I know you talk about the heavyweight division so much. I mean, where do you guys think the heavyweight division is right now? I mean, Tyson Fury just fucking beat Wilder, dude. I mean, Wilder. Where does Wilder go from here, you guys? You guys got to understand. Where does he go mentally? Remember, we were talking about the mental aspect of boxing. This is devastating for his career. I'm just being honest.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you right now.
He put a lot in this, man.
He did. It was smart for him to take to go. Well, I can't say it was smart. He should have took a tune-up. But the dangers of taking a tune-up is that a guy that's a little bit more skilled than you do the same thing Tyson Fury did, where he pressed forward and make you try to fight on your back foot. And Wilder is not an inside guy, and he doesn't have the tools. And that's what makes him special too, because he had that right hand. But you also got to add more to your skill set. But to answer your question about the heavyweight division, if we ain't careful, we can go back to the Klitschko era where we got certain heavyweights we don't care about that's world champions.
Yep,
that can happen.
What do you think, Trap Media?
I mean, I respect everything he did in the ring. I would like to see why. No, I do. Look, no, I respect.
You started off by that, Joe. You started off like that, though.
No, because it take heart to do that type of shit. But I'm saying I would like to see him get that Bridgerweight belt. I wanted to see him be the first, because I think they do need to start separating these big ass heavyweights from motherfuckers who 220 and under. So if I'm him, I want to make history and become the first Bridgerweight champion and bring height to that division.
You really on like Trap? I mean, listen, man. You really onto that Bridgerweight shit though? You really fucking with that shit? Like, I'm just being honest with you.
No. I like that shit. I like that shit.
As a man, though, like, you really like that?
Yeah, absolutely. We all everybody was talking about the weight. Everybody was talking about the weight difference. Oh, he 20, 40, 30, 40, all these pounds bigger. Let's just separate these niggas then. If you got niggas that's 40 pounds bigger, let them fight in their own division.
You feel like a true heavyweight should be a true heavyweight.
Yeah, traditionally there was more Wilder size. Not the height, but in the weight.
How do you feel about this shit, Ohio Runs Boxing? I mean, the Bridgerweight? What are we doing now?
Nah.
What are we doing?
I think they got too many weight classes, even with cruiserweight.
Come on, man. Come on now.
We don't watch the cruiserweight that much. I mean, we praise Ugas.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Ugas is a great fighter. Ugas is a great fighter, but the guys he fought, no one really watched. And I'm not taking anything away from Ugas because he's a great fighter. Yeah. He moved up. But even when they was making weight at cruiserweight, they was rehydrating to heavyweight.
To 220, yeah. Yeah, they were. They were, though.
So it's
a lot of people didn't know that, though.
But me personally, that's one of the reasons heavyweight is superior. That's why I've never put heavyweights on no pound for pound list, because the pound for pound list was made for the little guys. Heavyweights back in the time was the superior class. The most prestigious heavyweight is the heavyweight division. That's the most prestigious of all. So you can.
But I thought, But Ohio Runs Boxing, isn't that why we had a cruiserweight division? Trap Media, Ohio Runs Boxing.
Cruiserweight division,
isn't that why we had a cruiserweight division for anything that's 200 and like under? I mean, I don't know. Do you guys think what is the Bridgerweight gonna do? Like, what
200? It's 200 to 220.
Bro,
I mean, I get it. I get if people don't like it, but I just would like to see them make that history. It's just something else to have on your. I was the first Bridgerweight champion. It don't hurt.
No. You know what? I think I agree with you to that extent. I think we have to have somebody introduce us to that weight class that's entertained, that we want to see. That's the only way that's gonna bring interest. To that. The same way they did.
That's true.
Named Chocolatito. No one was watching his weight classes. They brought him in. They say he's the pound for pound number one out of nowhere, and before you know it, he wanted to focus on everybody in his division. That's the only way I think you can bring interest into that division. You have to bring a guy that we can pay attention to. That's how they introduced us with the WBO. Prince Nassim Ahmed was like one of the first ones to carry that belt, I believe, and brought interest.
I don't know if y'all seen, but that Bridgerweight title shot, that motherfucker was a fight. Revis versus that other dude, man, that was a fight. Did y'all watch that for the Bridgerweight title?
I'm gonna go look that up because I didn't.
Listen to me. Listen to me. I don't know who that white boy is that he fought. I ain't never heard of him before in my life. But that motherfucker can fight. And he was taking some hellacious punches from Rivas. And we all know Rivas can punch because he put White on his ass.
Facts.
Yeah. So we all know Rivas can punch, but he got that eye damage. So a lot of people ain't sanctioning his fights. He got that eye damage. I think he got a torn retina that he's continuing to want to fight with.
Ooh.
Something crazy is going on with Rivas's eye that I've been knowing for years. He used to be training with Arthur Betterby. It still is one of my favorite fighters that's undefeated, that I told you guys is the most avoided fighter in the whole world of boxing. Anytime you got the top 9 fighters in the WBO avoid you, you know what I'm saying? And they have to reshuffle the rankings just for you. That is out of control. That is a whole nother level of ducking. Like, for real though, man. Like 9. They give the 9 people a letter. You have got a title shot. You can make history now. They're like, fuck you. I don't want it. I don't want it. Back, shuffle them up again. I don't want to fight Arthur Betterby. 9 opponents did that, and that is on record. That is a fact.
Hey, you know what? I believe you, but that's you cooking, because I'm about to check that out, because I know what's his name did that to Earl Spence. Not 9, but Constantine. He rejected Earl twice. He didn't want to even fight. You can fight for a mandatory spot. Nope. Then he come on a fake injury. It's like these guys don't even want to fight for world titles,
but
they don't believe.
But listen, Ohio Runs Boxing, that Rivas versus that other dude, man, that white dude, that was a really good fight. Trap Media. Both of you guys should watch that. That was for the Bridgerweight title, and that was actually to make history for the first one. And I caught that. That was actually on Friday they fought, y'all. They just fought this Friday.
I'm gonna check that out.
Yeah, I'm not gonna tell y'all who won, but I'll just tell y'all that it was a back and forth battle, man. And that you know, and like I said, right now we're in the heavyweight division. You got Wilder, you got Tyson Fury, you got Usyk, you got Joshua. I mean, where do y'all see Wilder going from here?
I heard a lot of people talking about Trevor Bryan, that they wanted to see him go get that WBA record.
Wow.
That's what I've been hearing the most. But I wouldn't be mad at something like that. I like Baby Miller coming back. I see training with Kevin Cunningham.
Yeah,
what do you think, Ohio?
Yeah, I would like to see him, man. I want to see him with a winnable fight, and I want to see him have chemistry with Malik. I want to see that him actually listening to instruction. He went back to the old Wilder within the second round, man. You know,
that's crazy. That's crazy, dude.
You know,
that's out of control, yo. You throw the whole game plan out in one round,
bro. They do this. Listen, and I say
that Trap Media, that's crazy, bro. That's crazy.
Yeah, hey, Jared Hurd do it too. Jared Hurd will leave the trainer and be like, hey, I'm going somewhere else, and he go back to doing what he normally do, catch shots with his face. I love her, but I'm like, bro,
oh my God.
Apologize to your trainer you left, bro. Stop doing this.
Yeah, that's real shit though. Ernesto, I know him too.
Yep. Broner too. Broner then left the trainer and he was still the same. These guys that do that, they try to give you this image like, oh, I'm doing something new. You're gonna revert right back to your old ways if you don't. That's why I give Sean Porter a lot of credit, because he got better over the years. He was a little bit more, he's still wild at times, but he learned how to break out of clinches, turn off the ropes and different angles. He
control
really
chaos.
Huh?
What'd you say?
Control chaos. More control chaos.
Whoa. What you mean by that, Trap Media?
No, like he was saying, he was wilder over the years, but he kind of learned to tame it down and package it.
Yep.
I mean, but
one thing Keith Thurman said recently, I think a lot of people miss. He said most people of losses, they don't come back the same fighter. He said we seen with Broner, we seen with all these other fighters. He said, but one thing with Sean Porter, even off a loss, you always get the same Sean Porter, and that's something to respect. But I thought that was a big comment coming from a former elite fighter and Keith Thurman.
You know what you just said.
That's a really good statement, bro.
Yeah, that's facts. And you just said
His
That's
family
facts
from
too.
his family from Painesville too. His dad, his mom and dad.
okay. Yeah, you just sparked something too because when Sean Porter fighting Sean too, he can deceive judges off his work rate. He don't even have to be hitting you with clean shots. His work rate alone can make judges think he's winning the fight, and that's going to play a big part too.
Yeah, I
Wow.
agree. I
Do
agree.
y'all think he can steal some rounds from Terrence Crawford?
Absolutely.
Yeah, a lot of we see it a
Can he
lot. Like
win on this? Can he win on the scorecards though?
That's the tough thing. It depends
That's
on
the
what
thing
judges
though.
do.
Trap media. What do you think, man?
yeah, I told you I'm scared because the referee and because it's on top rank and they gotta invest the interest in recuperating with Earl. Earl is the how we get back in the green. So if it's close, do they give a fight to Sean Porter? Is the referee gonna be fair if Crawford overly holding him? Is he gonna tell him, stop this shit or I'm gonna give you a penalty? Like I don't know. I think that's tough. That's why I'm saying you gotta go for broke. Don't go in there trying to leave it to the judges because you fighting on enemy territory. Try to go vertical.
Wow.
Mm,
You,
he
So
gonna
you
make it.
think that Sean Porter should be going into this fight for a knockout, not the scorecards?
Not a knockout. Get him to the ropes and Berto. You want to try to catch him in between something, get him a little bit off because we know he do get caught. He got caught in the Lauren May fight. Mostly all these fights, at some point Crawford get caught with something. You don't have to put him out, but you just gotta catch him, get him groggy, and then let your hands go like you did against Berto. Like you don't have to put him down or nothing like that. You just gotta
Wow.
overwhelm him with nothing coming back.
That's a point. That's a good point. What do you think about that, Ohio? You're from Ohio. Porter's from Ohio. What do you think about that?
Oh yeah, yeah, definitely. I think it's kind of I think he does have to yeah, listen, I think he does, bro. I think he does have to apply. He has to make it rough and ugly. And I think it's hard to get Sean the credit depending on the judging. Like it's like Sean can win some rounds, but what is the judges actually looking at? Is they looking at the one with the more accurate, the one who's landing the more accurate shots, or is they looking at the one who's throwing more punches that land here and there? You see what I'm saying? Broner went through this all the time with Paul Malignaggi. Paulie was throwing more punches. Paulie was more busier, but it was Broner who was hitting him with the cleaner shots. So you get your
I,
controversy in those type of fights. You know what I mean?
I had
So
Paul.
you see, you know what I'm saying, and I can't disagree. I can't disagree because it depends on what those judges look at. I want to know who's going to be judging these fights. A lot of people don't care. I do because they go by what they love seeing sometimes. So that's going to play a big fight. If you got judges that like work rate, Terrence Crawford gonna be in the he gonna have to stop Sean. He gonna have to stop Sean because them
Wow,
boys love
yeah.
they
Yeah,
love.
the
Let me
output,
ask y'all.
y'all.
Let me ask y'all this: if it's a straight dog fight, like if it's not Terrence Crawford being a technician, if he just straight trying to prove that he the bigger dog, who do y'all favor? Do y'all still favor Terrence Crawford the same way if it's straight inside
It
brawl?
that chin both of their chins have been tested and both of these guys been dropped. That's what scares me. Both of these guys been dropped. Both of them.
I
So
think
it scares me that Terrence Crawford has a chin. He's had questionable chins, like you said. And in almost every fight, he's been tested where we're like, wow, he's got hurt. I mean, in the last 3 to 4 fights, he's been hurt. That Gamboa fight, he was tremendously hurt. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And it's just certain aspects that we've seen Crawford get clipped and get stunned and get hurt. We haven't seen that out of some other fighters, like Danny Garcia or like Earl Spence yet. Like I feel like they haven't been hurt that bad. You know what I mean? Like,
no, you're right.
but
You they
Sean
have.
Porter's been hurt too, though. But we were like, he got right back up. So how hurt was he? You see what I'm
Yeah,
saying? It almost has you question: is Sean Porter's chin tougher than Terrence Crawford? That's the question I would be asking y'all.
I think they both are similar.
You
I
feel
think
me though?
yeah, I think they're both are similar though. I think they both got quick recovery rates. When Crawford got hit by a Gamboa, he was bubbled a little bit, but he got it back together. And he was never hurt again after that. Kovalevskis as well. It was like a little clip shot. He hit him, and then it just turned the dog on. And that's how
yeah.
you know you got a dog when they get when they get hit, they wake up. Sean is like that. Sean is man. When you go look at his highlights, Danny Garcia hitting him with that left hook. He ate it. People were saying Sean was gonna get knocked out by Danny. People were saying Keith Thurman one time gonna knock him out.
Thurman was
More
throwing
skill.
bombs.
Wow.
They were saying it.
That was yo, Trap.
Even going into that Berto fight, people forget. A lot of people was favoring Berto. It's videos on YouTube.
Mhm.
But that Keith Thurman versus Sean Porter, man, that was like bombs away.
Man, he was throwing some shit. That shit was crazy.
I was like, yo.
Hey, and not even that. He was even catching. Keith Thurman was even catching him coming in.
I mean, catching him flush. That's why I think Sean Porter's chin is tougher than Terrence Crawford. That's another reason why if Terrence Crawford gets hit with those same motherfucking shots that Sean Porter hit Thurman with, will he be standing, y'all? Is the question.
It's gonna be interesting, man. It's gonna be. Really
is the question though? Will he be standing? What do you guys think? I mean, those same Thurman shots. He caught Thurman flush.
I just don't think Sean is. I don't think Sean is known as no real power puncher, and I don't think Terrence Crawford is as chinny as people. If you say he's chinny, I didn't say you said he was.
Oh, hey, man. Hold on. I seen him hurt though, man.
Hold on. If we gonna say he's chinny, then what is Amir Khan? Like, we gotta have some type of levels here. We can't compare these two and say they're the same.
You got chinny, and then you got glass. You got glass.
Now look, y'all both can see Terrence Crawford stopping. Do y'all see any way that Terrence Crawford could stop Sean Porter on the inside? Because I don't see no way he's stopping. If he do, I think it'll be catching him coming in or with that unexpected power from the right hand with the jab. But do y'all think he can stop him on the inside?
Let me tell you something. The thing, and I'm gonna let Ohio go. Let me tell you something. The thing that scares me about Terrence Crawford is that when he hurts you, he goes for the finish. I love that about him. Look what he did to Benavidez. When he seen Benavidez hurt, what did Terrence Crawford do? He went straight for the finish, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And he did that with the African fighter as well. What his name is? The guy, Ndongo? Yeah, went in for the kill. Like, when Terrence Crawford feels like he has you hurt, which Sean Porter can get hurt, it could be a firefight, because then what if Sean Porter's not really that hurt? He just get wobbled.
Absolutely.
Wow. It's almost like fool's gold with Sean Porter. You're like, is he hurt? But then he comes back like, damn, he hit me like he wasn't hurt.
Yep, that's facts. I think that's the key. I think it's going to be recovery rate. If he hurts Sean, is he going to go in for the kill, or is he going to play it smart? Because Terrence Crawford has done that before. Terrence Crawford hit Victor Postal, knocked him down, but Victor wasn't really hurt. He went down. And Terrence didn't go in for the kill. He kept playing it cool. Like, okay, this dude ain't as hurt. So he stayed disciplined. So
Logic, Ohio, this is the on to your point, what you're saying. Logic in the chat says Porter a problem due to style, but has he ever hurt top welterweight? Question mark. Trap Media, Ohio runs boxing. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I've been saying that. I think he hurt. He hit.
He caught Spence. He caught Spence.
Face up. Yeah, he messes their face up. But
so you think he hurt Spence, y'all?
Yeah, that fourth round, man, I want everybody to go watch that fourth round. Sean Porter was beating the shit out of Errol Spence. And he caught him I think at some point in that fight, he caught Spence like with some shit that made him, stiffen up. But he came back.
I put it like
that fourth round was amazing.
He got respectable. He got
fourth round. All right.
He got respectable punching power. That's the thing. It's just he's just a dog, man. I remember talking about this one guy I got into a fight with. And I fought him, right? We got into a street fight. I beat him, and he wanted a rematch. Like, bro, so we end up getting to a fight again 3 days later. This was in high school. We get into a fight 3 days later, and this dude almost got the best of me. Now, it was a good fight. Now, hold on, Corey. After the fight was over, I still felt like I got the best of him, but I knew this dude was coming on. He
was coming on.
He wanted a third fight. Bro, that's a dog. That's a dude that matched your wheel and said, let's go, bro. Let's go again. Yeah. And I said, no, I'm good. I got my wins. And people gonna be scared.
Yeah.
Y'all can say what y'all want, brother. Y'all can say what y'all want. I won.
No, it's like they say them crazy white boys
Oh,
be
that's
in
crazy.
prison and shit who want to keep fighting. You whoop their ass,
Bro.
whoop their ass.
Mentally, that is one of the dangerous things. If you as a man have never faced that, when you do, you're gonna respect it. You gonna be like, dang, this dude, I'm hitting him with everything. He keep coming.
Everything.
Yeah.
This
Everything.
dude nose was busted. He bleeding. Then before you know it, I'm bleeding. I'm like, dang, he kept coming. Dang, headbutt got me on the
That's
ground.
exact. Like that
Yeah,
same story. That same story you just talked about. I had the same thing happen to me. If this happened in middle school, I got kicked off the bus. We got to fighting. I'm like, all right, I'm kicked out of school. But the fight was so quick. It stopped so quick. But we got kicked off the bus. He seen me in the same neighborhood. We got to fighting in the yard again. But then again, the same thing happened to me that just happened to you. It's almost like I seen him somewhere else, but my friends was with me. And his name was Viper. I never forget his name was Viper. Viper, if you're out there, this is Corey Lee, motherfucker. So I was like, his name was Viper. This dude was so fucking big, bro. And I was not that big at the time, man. So I'm just like, you ever see them dudes in middle school where you're like, this dude gotta be in high school. Gotta
yeah,
be.
yeah.
One of them dudes. And I'm like, this dude was fighting me, and I was holding my own with his ass. And that's why my friends was just like, Corey will fight anybody. It didn't matter. So that's why me and him got to fighting, because we was like in 6th grade, who could get the best of who. And then it was just like after the second fight, I think he wanted the 3rd time to Ohio run boxing. That's what brought back the memories for me.
Yep.
I was just like that 3rd time, and I almost was like, yo, do I even want to fight this dude a 3rd time? Like I don't, like I'm like, yo, I done fought you twice already.
It's
Like,
because
come
it's
on.
respect. We
Yeah.
respect them. It's like, dude, it wasn't no easy work either. Because if it was easy work, it's
No,
like,
no, it was not easy work for me. It was like this shit was a nail biter.
facts. It's respect, and I think that's what Sean Porter bring out of everybody. I'm gonna send you a clip where Keith Thurman actually said out his own mouth. He thought he was down on the scorecards because of Sean Porter's
Ooh.
work rate. He said he actually thought he was
Oh.
down,
Yeah,
so
I
he
had
had to
Oh,
Porter.
so
fight.
I had
mentally,
Porter up.
mentally, that could play play on you. What you guys think about that mentally? Like,
Yep.
could Terrence Crawford think he's down mentally because of the work rate? Could that
Mm.
psychologically? Well, but that's another thing. Could that psychologically make Terrence Crawford want to go more aggressive and get caught because he thinks the work rate? You guys
Yep.
got to understand, this is a more neutral fight. This is
Yep.
it. This is a 60-40 fight. But in the judges, hopefully we get a fair shake, and it's a 50-50 fight, if you guys know what I mean. Both
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
guys get a fair shake. So if Sean Porter's work rate, say we're 6 rounds in, and they're thinking, some of the judges are like, oh, we got it 3-3, we got it, 4-2. Is Sean Porter thinking in the back of his head, I might have to knock this motherfucker out, dude?
Nope.
Damn.
No, I think it plays a favor in Sean. I think it would be more favor to Sean because Sean gonna want to get in the middle. It's gonna be Terrence who can box. That's really versatile, but he can fight on his back foot. He can do a lot of different things. It's gonna be up to Crawford to try to put the press on because he feels Sean is up. Sean's gonna love that. He's gonna love to be in a position like that. Like, now come in, come get it. Yeah, come on. That's what I want. Come on. And we'll get a Marvin Hagler, Thomas Hearns type of fight.
I think another thing people looking over too, Sean Porter love his father, and he
Yeah,
probably
that's true.
he probably the toughest dude that Sean Porter know. You look up to him, look at him, and strong and everything. And the only dude Kenny say he ever backed down to was Terrence Crawford. I think he not saying it, and it's not like he would run up on Terrence Crawford outside the ring. But I think that's still in his head. Like, you ran up on my pops at some point in my life. I think that's gonna play a
Yeah.
factor. And
Yeah,
I
he
got that.
did.
I got that back for you, pops. I think that mean a lot to
Wow.
him to say that. So I think that's gonna play a factor.
Wow. You think that?
Cause
Wow,
for
that's
me it
deep.
would. For me it would. Like, especially being a good
Yeah.
person like Sean Porter, laid
Yeah,
back.
it's
You might not
personal.
run up on him outside. Yeah, it's personal, but he's not gonna say it. And you want to be able to say at the end of that match, I got that back for you, pop.
Wow. What do you think Ohio runs boxing? You think that's a mental thing too?
I never looked at that. That can definitely play a part with the mental motivation. You can definitely put that in there, man. Because Sean takes stuff and he uses it for motivation too. You know how many people was thinking he's getting stopped by Crawford.
Yeah.
It's the same thing he went through with Earl Spence. They were saying Earl, can he go throw in the towel within 4 rounds?
Oh yeah,
5
it
is
was supposed
over.
to be bad.
It was supposed to be a massacre. And here comes Sean Porter with the gospel. It's the God in me. And then he gets in the ring. He got a man down mouthpiece. That's when I said, okay, yeah, it's war. That boy got a man down mouthpiece in his mouth.
I ain't even peeped that.
Yeah. He was smiling with man down mouthpiece.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know that. But remember,
Yo,
Earl was
that's
trying to.
crazy.
But remember, Earl was trying to discredit his father. He was trying to act like
That's
he ain't had nothing to do
crazy
with him in the
shit, yo.
Olympics,
Yep. I remember
and
that.
trying to minimize his training. I think if Sean Porter don't care about nothing else, he love his prowess, and I think that played a factor in that Earl fight with Earl trying to minimize him, and I think with Crawford running down on him, he might have always wanted to, but he just was too respectful to do something. But now this is his chance. Remember, the WBO had to force this. I was going back and forth with Team Crawford, his sister, all of them. 2 days later, I was telling Crawford, you avoided Porter, posted all the videos that Bob wanted to make the fight. You kept finding a reason not to fight Porter. 2 days later, the WBO ended up mandating this fight. So the WBO had to force this. Sean Porter been wanting this for a reason, and that might have played a factor why he was so aggressive with, I want Crawford, I want Crawford, I want
Hey,
Crawford.
you know what? Here go another thing before I even get off. Remember, the work rate of Sean Porter was so overwhelming with Earl Spence that he had to hit him on the balls. People forget about that. He was trying
Yeah,
to
that's what I
score
kept saying.
time
No
with him.
penalties.
He was trying
No
to score
penalties.
time. He realized, damn, this boy he don't drink Hennessy like me.
Facts.
This boy,
No
this
strip club.
none of that. He ain't no party life, nigga. Ain't no party life.
Hey, do
So
y'all have what y'all do you, hey Trap Media, do you have Instagram?
No, no. Oh yeah, I do. I'm not active on it. I'm more so on Twitter and YouTube. Trap Media
What,
USA on Twitter and YouTube.
what's your Instagram?
Trap Media USA.
Trap
okay.
Media
I think I
USA.
seen Trap Media on there. I think I seen Trap Media. I'm
Trap
on.
Media USA.
Yeah.
Okay. Is
Now
you
you
got
know you.
Alexis on there?
No, 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 no. I hold on. It might just be
Is
Trap Media. Hold on, let me see.
do
I don't
you
really
have
post. I
do
ain't.
you
I ain't
have
never posted on. No, it's private. I don't think.
did
Hold
you
on.
post a day ago?
No.
Oh, there you go. All right, I just hit you up on there, Trap Media USA, because I might DM you. I might DM you when I go live.
Okay.
Do you have one Ohio?
Yeah, Ohio Unboxing, IG and Facebook. I'm
Okay,
Marcus
I just
Nall.
followed you.
Yep, Marcus
And I
Nall.
just followed you. I just followed you. So when I go live, I might hit y'all up and stuff.
All right,
Yes,
for
sir,
sure.
man. It was good
And
talking
it's
to y'all, man.
I just want to say before we head out, do y'all have anything to say? Trap Media, go ahead and let the fans know where they can find you. Just let everybody know, what do you think, about boxing so far? What do you think boxing's at, closing out? What do you think our sport's at right now?
I think the back half early in this year, I was pushing the boxing is dead narrative, but I think the back half of this year with Canelo playing, Porter Crawford, we get Tank at. It's great for the end of the year. So I'm happy with boxing. I hope we keep getting the big fights. I hope the 135 start fighting. Um, yeah, Trap Media USA on everything. Shout out to Corey Lee Boxing. You was one of the first that commented on my videos when I first started doing videos. So I definitely
Yeah.
appreciate being able to come on. So yeah, I love where boxing at, and I just hope it keep getting better. And shout out Ohio Run Boxing, Youngstown, Maurice Claret.
Yeah.
Good
All
looking, man.
right. Ohio runs boxing, man. Let everybody know where to follow you at and let everybody know what do you think boxing's at right now, man?
Man, it's
What do you
like
think our sport's at right now?
I'm I hope we on the uprise. Listen. I struggle for words when it comes to that because we done been through a lot, bro.
We've been through a lot, yo.
We've
The
been through a lot.
YouTubers that took over our sport, y'all.
You ain't lying, bro. More like the Paul brothers out of Ohio running boxing right now. That's the crazy thing.
Yeah,
Uh,
clearly.
Yeah.
yeah, but no. I think I got hope for us, man. I think the way the year is ending. I think Sean Porter and Chance Crawford is probably gonna put on fight of the year performance like the Wilder and Tyson Fury. We needed that as a boxing community, and we need more fights like that. So I hope it continues to go up, and I hope these promoters start to notice through Earl Spence injuries and other things like that. Start making these fights happen. Stop waiting for 2 to 3 years talking about build-ups because when you have that mindset, we don't get the AJ versus Wilder undefeated. We don't get the Jarrett Hurd versus Charlo undefeated. They all take losses. Kovalev versus Adonis Stevenson. The list goes on. We need to start getting these fights that we want to see and let them happen instead of this big old build-up. They're not Mayweather and Floyd and Manny Pacquiao. So,
Yeah.
social media, man. Ohio Runs Boxing. You can find me on Facebook. I'm Marcus Null on Facebook and Ohio Runs Boxing, and then IG. But that's me, man. So I'm out.
All right, man. This is Corey Lee Boxing, man. I appreciate everybody for coming on the show, man. Shout out to Trap Media. Shout out to Ohio Runs Boxing. And shout out to Jalik the Leader, man. We had 4 people. Well, we had 3 people on today, man. This is the most I've had on the show in a very long time. And I think boxing's in a good place. And I just really think that I'm gonna start going live more and having, more guests on here. I like when more opinions, you guys. Even though I do cut y'all off sometimes, but I'm working. I'm working on that, man. I've been trying to work on that my whole life, man.
Hey, Corey Lee, one question: is Suleiman still around? I remember he used to be on here.
Yeah, I haven't seen Suleiman, but I know he still calls into the Ringside Reporter every Sunday.
Okay, that's good because I ain't heard from him. You got to also take in consideration some of these niggas in jail. You can't.
Oh yeah.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, I'm just saying some of these YouTubers. We're human, man. That. We got everyday life. We get caught up. Traffic tickets, driving with suspended license. I had a couple guys. We had a fighter who was supposed to fight and got pulled over before going to the weigh-in and had to go to jail because of suspended license.
Damn, bro. That's crazy.
It happens, bro.
But yeah, man, this is Corey Lee Boxing, man. Thank you guys, everybody, for coming on. We're gonna do another show, you guys, where everybody's on. Maybe we could do like a post-fight. When's the next big fight coming up, y'all? Oh, the Canelo fight. Yeah, Canelo versus Plant. Hey, Trap Media, man. We can do something for that one, man. I ain't gonna talk y'all head off anymore. But we're gonna definitely do an after fight live stream. We'll have Trap Media on and we'll have some other people on, man. And I just want to give a special shout out to all of you guys that's been watching this for 2 hours and almost 30 minutes, man. Thank you guys for watching, man. This is Corey Lee Boxing, Trap Media, Jalik the Leader, and Ohio Runs Boxing, man. Peace out, everyone, man. Thanks for watching.